you guys, all of you, for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. I mean, maybe not so much, fucking Sir Tom and Logan, but the rest of you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us, dude. Always, always.
There he is. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my man. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here.
I'm sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. But my name is Ice. I'm a fairly new streamer. I've only been streaming for about 7-8 months. But I do it all. I'm in a rock band. I stream like my rock concerts. I won a Grammy in 2020 for best metal performance. And yeah, I just came on Twitch to make a lot of friends and stuff like that. And yeah, well, new news is I'm opening one of the biggest medical marijuana dispensaries in New Jersey. Over 15,000 square feet, and it's fully recreational.
That's great, man. You sound like a bee is buzzing in my ear when you talk, by the way.
And there it is. Oh, okay. Yeah,
got it. Well, thank you for the intro, man. Thank you for being here. Welcome. And we can finally get fucking started.
Let's do it.
Let's go! All right. So, are you guys ready for the first question?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Let's go, Zaddy.
Yes.
First of all, we can't get there yet because we got to do the rules. I'm going to go over the rules. Are you ready for the rules?
No.
No.
That's.
I'd love to hear some rules, sir.
Yes,
please.
Like
you know what?
Like
give me the rules, Daddy.
Versus skins. That's the first rule.
I'm actually looking for the rules. Hold on. Looking for my questions, actually. I lost my questions.
Whoa, Datum, you usually send me the questions.
Malik, do you want the rule though? What the hell?
Donna Brazil. Where's Donna?
You're down bad. You're down hella bad.
I'm down bad? Nah, that's Scott.
No, he's down horrendous.
All right.
No, hits in the pits of hell.
Rules. There will be a timer above your head starting with 30 minutes for the first round. As the rounds continue and people are kicked off, you will have less time per round to debate each other. Upon the completion of each round, a poll will be used, and chat will have the opportunity to vote for who they want to keep on the show, not kick. Once again, when voting, keep in mind you want to vote for who you would like to keep, not eliminate from the show. The winner of each round will decide.
Why is Magnum Logan
will survive, and the other.
Why doesn't it show up on my chat, dude?
Eliminated. I mentioned that we have a judge. Our judge today is Logan.
It shows triple stat Logan.
And eventually down to 1 and then 0, and those people will be saved from elimination.
So I can't type it. All right. Stream Elements just senses it.
Elimination round.
And so far, I like none of you.
He ain't saving me.
Remember the unbiased part.
But yes.
All right. Number 1 question.
Sick debate royale, Datum. Nice ratio. 2 girls, 12 guys.
This is my show now, buddy.
I invited more. Sometimes, apparently, sometimes women say no to me. It does
We
happen
don't need women.
Zaddy,
Luna, there may be 2 girls, but there's a lot of bitches in here, dude.
That's the question. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
See?
Ugly piece of meat.
Question number 1. Ye has been all over the news for numerous comments he has made in recent podcasts. Just the other day on Alex Jones' show, he said, and I quote, "I see good things about Hitler. I would hope that everyone here condemns the actions of Hitler and the atrocities he committed, but my question is this. Can someone be a quote-unquote great man despite doing horrible things? Julius Caesar can also be used as an example for discussion." We can start off with anybody. Let's go ahead and start off with Minnie.
All right, never mind.
We're going to start out with Minnie today.
Minnie, go ahead. You're first.
All right. You want me to go first? All right. Listen, I don't think he was a great man at all. He was a pretty shitty fucking war general. He was pretty fucking shit. He was always high on fucking drugs. You can see him going. It was worse than a fucking streamer, right? And the only thing he was good at is he was actually a charismatic leader. He had a lot of pizzazz behind his words and a lot of fire behind his words, but hey, that might have been the drugs. So I don't think he was great. But can you be great? Can you be a great human and also a horrible human? Yes. People are way more complicated than just a simple good, bad, pretty, ugly, whatever the fuck. People are more complicated.
Bro, you didn't answer the question too well.
I said yes.
No, but I kind of see what he's trying to say. Basically, how I think he meant it and what I mean by when I answer this question is Hitler's looked at in a bad way. And I think what Ye is looking at is he's trying to look at the good. Hitler was a great leader. Like, I know we don't want to admit that, but it's truthful. He was a very good leader. And I think that's what Ye's trying to say in the sense of his respect.
That's actually not true. He was actually a terrible approval ratings. but
No,
He was charismatic. He was charismatic and energetic.
LeBron James is another great example of that. LeBron James gets a ton of hate, but he's also does great things.
What about Hitler?
You only go to
Hitler was the GOAT.
Yeah, why are you comparing LeBron to Hitler, bro?
Where are you getting LeBron James?
Does anybody have any examples of what made
I've never heard
Prime?
LeBron James and Hitler.
Yeah.
He created like a big following.
For anyone
you
who
know?
believes
All forms of anti-Semitism. I denounce all forms.
for anyone who believes that Hitler was a great leader, can you just tell me why?
Your hairline's terrible.
Oh my god.
Great
Like I
public
said-
speaker, great public speaker, brought Germany out of World War I and all the very, very bad economic policies that followed. United the German people, despite what you say. Everybody in this call, if you were a German man, military aged, you would have been a Nazi if you were born in Germany back in that time.
You were
So don't
wrong.
pretend.
This is
have
Christian.
to-
Call me a Nazi.
looked at the Hitler
Listen,
Guys, I will start muting. I am no
Listen,
stranger to the
we
mute
get it.
button. Let's
Me too,
try
I'm
and
gonna
keep it
mute,
one at a time. I will
We
intervene
get
if
it.
I have to.
You were born under Biden's America, and you're a bunch of soy liberals. I understand that. If you were born in Germany in the 30s and the 40s, you would have been a Nazi. It's fine. Accept it. Move on.
And he took his own.
Listen,
life.
Guna, you look like your grandpa was a Nazi. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, I don't
Not
believe
gonna
that
lie.
Hitler died. If you read up on it, he went to a garden.
Argentina.
The entrance is in
No, he
Antarctica.
killed himself.
So
No,
he
he did
makes
not.
a
He's
dumbass
not poisoned.
point.
Let's go to Prime. Let's go to Prime.
So he makes a dumbass point that like they had a draft and there were lots of people were part of the military. Okay, great, sure, that people are united. So I'm just gonna ignore all of that. And try to answer the question. So, can someone be great despite doing something horrible? I would say it depends, obviously, on your morals, right? What do you value in a person? I value people who help out the community, who make positive change within the space, right? So I think you could say that rather than great, he was consequential. Obviously, Hitler made a massive impact on history. But that doesn't necessarily mean "quote unquote" great.
Let's go
He was
to
great in the
Malik. I want to hear from Malik.
Okay,
I'll unmute her.
so the question is, can someone be great even if they've done evil things? I'm gonna say no, to the degree that if we're referring to the word great as a better version of good, okay? But as far as being a powerful figure, our current and previous president, Biden and Trump, have both done horrible things, but they are looked at to most of the world as great people.
Oh, Sordom has a question.
Leader. Trump was a great leader. He might be a bad person, but he's
You
a
can
great
be a great leader and do evil things if that's how we're
That's
working.
not true. That's not true.
Was he a great leader?
To be a great leader.
He was an entertaining leader.
We're gonna go to Astro right now.
Okay, to start on what Malik said, you can't really like say that Trump was. Yes, he was a bad guy in people's eyes. He was a leader and did good things for the country that people didn't like. Obviously, not people are going to agree with. You're not going to have a 100% win rate with everyone around the world. Obviously, not going to like you. So basically, all I'm trying to say is that he can make those decisions. I can make decisions, just do what I want. People are not going to like them, but it doesn't make me a bad person. Obviously, Hitler was looked upon terribly by everyone around, but to the Germans, Nazis, left him as a leader that did good things. Like I said, a good person, I feel like you can be a bad person, do bad things if it's benefiting you and your people, but doesn't make you. I don't really know how to explain it. You can be a good person, but do bad things. That's all I'm trying to say. That's my answer.
Let's go to Justini.
I have to agree most with Prime, if I'm being honest. His answer was like spot on, but I think it depends on who you are as a person. Obviously, if I look at something a certain way and I don't like it, someone else might say it's like the best thing ever, right? So, me personally, I didn't fuck with Hitler. What's his name? Gunnar. He maybe did, but it's just opinion.
No, his grandpa did. His grandpa did.
Okay,
Listen,
Grandpa Guna did.
into it.
I
But
understand
it's
that I have
just-
an
it's
undercut right
opinions,
now, but that
it's
is
opinions.
a blatant assault on my character.
Here's the mustache, Gunnar.
And that's the problem with society today is people get caught up in like people's personal lives. Like, yeah, maybe Hitler was a shitty man. Trump maybe was a shitty man. But look at them as a leader, bro. They really know what they're doing when they're leading. The only reason.
What does that mean?
Wait, hold on.
They had good leadership skills.
Hold on.
Good leadership skills.
A leader does not have an
Kanye West.
obligation. We're saying this as mostly Americans and Canadians, right? A leader does not have an obligation to lead or do anything to the benefit of people outside of his nation. Hitler cared about Germany. That's that.
Andrew
American
Tate is a great
presidents care
leader.
about America.
Kim Jong-un cared about Korea.
Yeah,
So
that's how it is. Don't like it, don't play the game. Don't
That's a
cry about
supreme
it.
leader.
Hitler
Supreme
has
leader.
been gone for 80 years now, and it still gets all the liberals. Woo! Where's Hitler? He's not fucking
No one
here.
here is saying he's a good person.
It's the first round.
No, they're
Let's
so
try to
scared.
refrain from
They're
like
so
petty name calling,
terrified.
at least until it's
Listen.
heard, all right, come on.
Right.
This
Like
is
I
a
said-
blanket statement about liberals in general. You're
Like I said,
terrified,
he was-
okay? He's not.
What about Trump or Hitler? Do you find as a great leader? Because you say that.
Charismatic as hell.
Like what parts?
Charismatic as hell.
Like this guy right here.
Oh, they were both they were both really charismatic.
Mini Domby.
Oh, you're pointing at me. You're pointing at me. My bad. Okay.
I'm reversing your school.
Yeah.
But like the guy in the white, whatever.
I'm next to the lady.
Sir
That's
Tom,
all I
Sir
know.
Tom.
He's
I'm muted.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Never mind.
Go. So, Blood Moon, we haven't really heard from you, my man.
Yes.
What about the
so?
Republican camp, man?
Yeah, honestly, I think Hitler was, he had good leadership skills. He gained a mass following in his country and guided his country and had a vision for his country. And he had a bunch of people following him, and he guided them in some sort of way. He had a vision for his country, and they were like, let's follow this guy. He.
If he led people off a cliff, would it be a good leader?
Appreciate it.
If he led people off a cliff, it would be a good leader.
If he convinced people, he would be a great convincer. Yeah.
They didn't know they were gonna lose when they fucking started.
No.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
I
was being
Yeah,
very
that was
literal.
power to drag you off a cliff.
Prime is.
You're a great
asking-
manipulator.
Prime is asking- shut up. Prime is
What is he
asking if
asking?
one could theoretically lead their people off a cliff, would that make them great?
They would be
Yes.
a great leader,
Oh,
but
that's
an
good.
It
evil
makes
leader.
them charismatic. It does.
Let's go to Issue Boy. We haven't
Unfortunately.
heard
Issue Boy.
champion. Stand in the match for last.
Wait, I'm supposed to be answering that question or the
No,
question that was
you can
first
say whatever
asked?
you want.
Whatever you
Okay.
want.
Well,
Don't.
first off, first, 1488's Heartbreak is my favorite EA album. I think it's an instant classic. But listen, can bad people do good things and do great things? I think yes. Every morning I wake up, my alarm sounds off at 6 a.m. and I'm woken up every morning on my phone by Jared from Subway because he has told me that you have to work on your body and better yourself. Now, is he in prison for child pornography? Yes. But does that mean that he can't be an inspiration to me? No. So the answer is yes, you can be a bad person, but still be a great man.
This is self-sabotage. Point deduction.
What the
God,
fuck?
Isha.
What?
All
the-
right.
Another
Jukes,
deduction for
what's up,
good
my
because he
man?
deafened when the black guy was talking.
What's up?
Effectiveness could be different from like greatness, right? Maybe that's what you mean. Like an effective leader gets people to do
Is
what
that
they
true?
tell them to do, but might be different from the word great.
He did it
unless you
again.
think those things
So,
are the same.
can anybody actually?
He
Here,
did it
tell you what,
again.
let's make this very easy. Do you,
I
any of you
think
actually
I don't
know
think I
the
did that, did I?
definition of great?
Define greatness.
Define greatness.
Kobe
Okay.
Bryant.
Better than good.
Sir Tom,
No,
you need to
good-
unfollow Barstool
What,
now.
what is good? Good and great are not synonymous. What is
Ah,
considered
fuck.
great is simply what is beyond average. It has nothing to do with good or
Then
bad.
yeah.
And I think a lot of you misunderstand that.
Then
Like,
yeah,
I would
of
say
course.
Datum's just a good streamer. Like there's
No,
certain
I'd
people
say
that are
Zaddy's a
great.
great
You know what I mean?
streamer.
Yeah, like
Mm.
good or
Datum's
bad.
37, very handsome.
my
Great
God.
Mm.
I just cut my
Calm
ears when he
yourself.
talks.
Datum's got great genetics, right?
Exactly.
All natural.
Okay, all right. So I don't know
All
why people are
natural.
jerking, taking Datum off, but like, yeah. So I would say again,
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about as great leader, right? So a leader, I think, would improve the lives of their people, right? Would keep them safe. And Hitler, in that case, didn't keep his people safe because he killed a whole lot of the Jews who were his people, right? So that.
Wait,
that's how
but he
fits
didn't know. Hold
the
on. He didn't consider them his people, though, right? In
Yeah,
fact,
who cares? That doesn't matter, though. That doesn't matter, right? Like.
Wait,
His
so that gets
actions
into
were not
that gets into
good.
Why
other
does that
questions.
not
But
matter?
Wait.
despite his
Hold on,
actions
it does
being
like his
incredibly
racist views.
evil,
We should say,
You
oh, we
can't
give him a
start a
pass because he
conversation
was
during
racist.
Hitler
I
and use
guess
the word
whatever.
despite. Okay,
Well-
just Malik, please.
All right,
Isha, shut up.
Ice-T,
Yeah, I'd like to know what Ice-T.
Even though his actions were
Despite being
incredibly
second,
evil,
you can't do that.
he successfully led thousands and thousands of people to do as he said.
Yeah, it might be a wrong thing. Like
Maybe even
he's
millions.
leading
They
them
all
towards
did
the
an
wrong
evil
thing,
thing, an
but he
incredibly
still
evil
led it.
thing.
Everyone.
But he led them, and they
Yeah, but
listened to
he
him and
guided
respected
it.
him.
He guided that evil.
But you don't think
He
that's
got
great?
those
You don't think that's a
followers
great
somehow.
leader? It
That
might be
is
for
what
the
it
wrong
is, bro.
reason, but it's still a great leader. I
But I
don't
do
know how
like
you can
Prime
disagree
saying
with
he
that.
was leading people who weren't his own, like the Jewish
And
people.
I
Why are we only
100%
speaking about
condemn his
leaders, by the way?
actions,
Can
but
we
Because
talk
I
about?
brought it up.
he
I don't know.
did
Listen.
successfully lead his
Oppenheimer?
people.
Can we talk
Ice-T,
about?
did you have something to say? I want to hear.
Let's hear
I
Ice
mean,
T.
I mean, no, I mean, basically, it was kind of. I agree with a couple people were saying. Basically, it's like you're a product of your environment. So, personally, do I think he's great? No, but it's all about where you're from. So, like, if you're in Germany and that's what you're fucking with, then that's what you're fucking with. You know what I mean? So,
That's
it's
like
all
when
about where you're
U.S.
from.
killed like
Germany
wasn't
the thing is that's like
extremely
one of those like
anti-Semitic at that point in time.
I
That's
don't
history.
think
No.
he's gone
I
yet.
think it would be
No, but
interesting to
that's
see if one of the
Yeah, you couldn't
U.S.
really
presidents
escape
did something
that,
like
like,
that. How we would all
situation
think
back
about
in
it,
the day.
honestly.
But
Like,
Germany.
if we had a
What
president
What about
I would
someone
be
like
Like, if
you
it was
guys?
the
You
other
guys
way
are all on
around,
Hitler. You guys are
what-
on Hitler. But what
that's
about
what I'm saying,
someone
when
Julius
US
Caesar?
No,
No,
forget Caesar.
who's
Can I have a
that?
I
question
don't know
for
enough
Prime?
about Caesar to be
Prime,
honest.
Prime. What do you think
Yeah,
about
honestly.
Oppenheimer? Was Oppenheimer a
Talking
good guy?
about the hotel in Vegas.
I think that's an interesting question, right? So he helped create the most destructive weapon in
The
history.
A
palace.
great man.
Guys, let him talk. Let him talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good question. I think that there was a line. He did that to defend his people, right? Like being like the states, like give them a weapon to win the war. But yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's a really good question. I have to put some thought into that.
Oppenheimer did
Oh,
say.
actually, sort of stumping Prime there. That's pretty.
Oppenheimer has
Wait,
that quote.
I actually have a really good point. I have a really good point.
Go ahead, Sir
Sir
Tom.
Tom.
Would you say the leader of the Taliban's a bad leader?
No, that's what I was saying. Because like when people were like when U.S. killed Osama, everyone was cheering, go America. It's just the same. It's like everyone cheers for the nation. Everyone cheers for the nation. It just doesn't matter like where you're from. It's like it doesn't really matter who it is.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on,
if we kill the nation, we would be
I've got a question. Is every leader a great leader? What differentiates a great leader from a leader?
That's a great point.
If they're being
That's a
on
great
average.
point.
Their accomplishments.
Just because you got elected doesn't mean you're a great leader. Look at like Angela Merkel or Emmanuel Macron.
I say
Or
what makes a
Justin
great leader,
Trudeau. Hey, yo.
Exactly.
What makes it a good leader, the difference between a good leader and a great leader is the accomplishment you have and the completion you get and the reward from whatever you defeat or accomplish.
So hold on, but by that,
taking over something or taking over a nation, something like that,
Hitler
out of it, that's what makes. I feel like that would make you a better leader.
Hitler got his country cut in two. Hitler got his country cut in two.
Great leader in American history was a man named Huey Long. Okay, look him up if you don't know him. Okay, the Kingfish. Every man a king.
Vinny, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying by that point, Hitler did get his country split into two. Right?
Yeah,
Actually, the initial German aggression was them taking back land that they lost after World War I, and they were getting economically destroyed.
Yeah, and he lost even more.
Treaty.
In the end, he made them lose even more.
I know. Hindsight is 2020.
So he fell off.
And
so can we say Hitler fell off?
Hindsight of industrial murder. It's 2020.
Listen, industrial murder happens all over the place. Bad things happen everywhere. That's the cycle of nature.
Yeah,
people
but he
get
caused.
crushed, people die.
But
Minnie is making a really good point here, actually.
He fell completely off. Got half of the.
Let Prime go.
Yeah, now you're saying like, oh well, it's like a natural phenomenon. Things happen. Bad things happen everywhere. No,
war is a natural state of man.
It wasn't war.
Dude, I'm not gonna win it. I never win these. I always perform fantastically, but
put them on trains and murder them. That wasn't war. They just dragged them out. You will not
Let's,
understand that.
you know more than just the Holocaust happened in World War II, correct?
Yeah.
A lot more, millions of people and civilians and everybody. No, well, there was hundreds of millions. Well, not hundreds of millions, but
well, in Russia,
100 million people.
11 million
Russia.
people, like 6 million.
No,
Jews.
there were 6 million Jews and about 100 or so more civilians and soldiers that died throughout Europe. No, it was like a world war. You realize that, right? And you're so focused on the Holocaust. There was more than just the
extermination of Jews. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm focused on the extermination. I
also-
apologize.
you
Yeah,
can
but
It's
you
a
do
blind
realize
spot
the
for me.
war caused a lot
No,
more destruction.
Prime.
We don't even know if the
All right,
Holocaust is real.
we're gonna get back on track. I'm gonna ask Primo
Tom.
a follow-up question. All right, so let's say someone does good things. All right, but then in turn commits a heinous act, all right, do we discredit the positive things that person did in their life if inevitably they do something horrible?
I think it all depends. It depends on what it is, because you can't you could do 10 things.
In the context of Hitler, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. So okay, so the torch relay in Olympics that was started by the Nazi Party. All right, we still to this day we still keep that tradition. It was literally started as Nazi propaganda, and that was the reason behind it. So do we discredit that, or should we remove such traditions because they are linked inherently to a negative thing?
I don't think so.
Nah.
It's taken over like a new tradition and a new meaning. So like from what it once started, like you could say that about like the Washington, what was the Redskins? Like they used to be called the Redskins. We changed it because America cares about feelings so much instead about tradition. Like that should be an honor to be called the Redskins. And I think that's the same thing with the torch carrying, like or the torch race. Like
the torch carrying, the tiki torch carrying. What do you mean?
Tom? Hold on, Prime. You've had a lot of spotlight. I'm gonna switch to Tiki real quick and hold that thought.
And now the tradition has changed to a different meaning. So you should carry out that
Tom?
same meaning.
Come on,
Okay.
Exposed?
News. You've been awfully quiet.
There's so many things to say. All right.
Obviously, he meant the torch carrying for the Olympics, right? But this show is about manipulation.
Hitler lost, so we're all gonna look at everything he did as wrong naturally. But also, he was not a great leader because, like Minnie was saying, sure, Germany grew for like 2 years, but then eventually the whole country got cut in half. Russia took over half. America had to go in and fix that shit later. He was an awful leader. He killed a ton of people. Just because he was racist doesn't mean the Jews weren't still his people. Terrible leader overall.
Well,
now, onto this topic really quickly.
Let him finish.
Onto this, the torch pass thing. Nobody knows that Hitler did that. You mentioning that's news to me. Most people don't know that's part of the Olympics, so they don't really care. But like the Redskins, like everybody knew about it and it was a controversy. That's why it changed. But nobody talks about the torch change, so that's why it doesn't matter.
So you think it should be talked about more?
No, I don't think it matters at all. Because at this point, it's been completely
talked about the Redskins. Is that what
you think only things that
matter? If they talked about
public opinion.
Yeah, if they talked about, they matter.
Said that the torch pass was bad, then yes,
we got a social media liberal over here.
But wait, because nobody cares about the torch pass.
The Redskins your favorite team or something?
No, Redskins cares about the Redskins. Washington suck.
All right, Malik, we haven't heard from Malik much, and then we're going to go back to Prime because I know he wanted to say something.
What about Justini?
I don't like that. I don't like that thought. It doesn't... That's like, if I don't see it, it don't matter. It does matter, but...
No. Or are we debating the Redskins?
You know, if the world isn't looking, it doesn't matter.
On something, just say it.
That's kind of fucked.
The conversation...
I hope to God, at least.
I do.
It matters to somebody, not to you, but...
Whether you're a great leader is extremely subjective. It's subjective on your people, the opinions of other people. I think you can do things that you see great and that your people see great that other people condemn. I don't think it makes you a bad person, though. A bad leader, so, even if you're a bad person.
Are any of you guys Harry Potter fans?
I am.
No.
Familiar? Do you remember in the first movie where Ollivander says, "He who shall not be named did great things"? Terrible, yes, but great.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, and J.K. Rowling is a turf, okay? So it's not really...
I don't listen to whatever J.K. says.
But that's my point. That's the point of the question is, despite being considered evil.
I think Tom is in college.
Yeah.
But Jukes, you gotta realize it's a show. It's not actually like a panel,
exactly
right?
That sounds like to me.
It's a show where people are gonna vote for you, so
right? Good or
saying
bad,
some salacious stuff.
So,
exactly what the question is.
Saying, you know.
Yeah, but so okay, well, and
it's not
I look as great
like an
as
adult
good,
panel, you know.
Right? Like splitting.
It's for memes.
As neutral, good, great, right? Bad, evil.
Yeah.
So
don't take what I say or what they say seriously.
Okay.
Like you see this.
Realize that most technological advances come during times of war. Do you guys realize that? So despite everything that happened, the technological advancements that were spurred after World War II, it was like a cleansing. These things happen. The economy goes through a recession, a crash, and then it rises up even stronger. This is the cycle of man. People die, things happen, shit goes bad for a while, and then it comes back stronger.
Have you ever heard of the
congratulations on giving a statement that had nothing to do with the
Yes, it does. And it takes great... You didn't let me finish. It takes great men to spur on this cycle. It takes great men to kickstart history. That's what it takes to be a
Elon
great
Musk.
man. You
What's
guys
up
can
with
argue
Tyler
your little pansy politics, but we all know what it takes. It takes war and it takes strife to get the ball rolling.
Going to Justini. You're anxious to say something. I can see it.
No, and not that I'm anxious. I just literally have no idea what the fuck is going on, if I'm being completely honest. All I have to say is let's just sigh. Everyone just sigh.
Jukes, you see this? Oh my god, these people, bro.
Thank you. Thank
Respect
you.
women.
All right.
Yeah, next person.
Thank
Okay, let's go to Astro. Astro hasn't said a whole lot, and then we're going to go back to Prime.
I have said a lot. And I'm trying to think.
What about Mero? He said the least. Or Tiggy. This guy said the least.
I've said a lot, and I was trying to think about what you said about the Harry Potter thing, and I can't really give you an honest answer. I don't want to.
Go watch Harry Potter. Get back.
I don't want to sit here and not give you a dumb answer. So pick someone.
Astro can't read Harry Potter.
I can probably
Mini raise his hand. Let's go.
Yo.
All right. Well, Mini.
I haven't read a book in 8 years, probably. Honestly.
Listen, Germany was in a shitty spot before Hitler came in and rallied everybody against the Jewish people. Now, does that mean he was very charismatic and maybe somewhat of a great leader in that way? Yes. But as a war general, I'm pretty sure he was terrible. He attacked on way too many fronts. Any historian will tell you this, right? As a human, he was a horrible human being. He was a genocidal maniac. He was a drug addict. He was very high on many opiates, all right? So do I think he's great? And also, remember what happened to Germany at the end? It split in two. So do I think he was actually great? No. I think he actually wasn't even a great leader. He was a great speaker. That's it. The rest? No.
How can you comment on someone being great if you're not even great yourself?
Don't have to focus on Hitler, all right?
How can you even comment on someone being great if you're not even great at anything yourself? Like, I feel like Mini Dombi has no right to fucking say that Hitler wasn't a great leader or not. Honestly.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Yeah, exactly. That's the same dumb shit you said.
I didn't hear what you said. My bad.
So, in terms of, so I'll move on to Kanye West. I think Kanye West is a great musician. I think he's a dog shit person. I've thought that for a long time.
It was Time Magazine, of course. Bro. No, he's not ignorant. He's a character.
Well, at least what I do. I shouldn't speak for everyone
He's a
else.
character, bro.
I list the positive things a person done and list the damage they've done onto the world, right? And if one is more, then that's how I.
What is Astro?
So Kanye West, I think he's doing a lot more damage than he's done good. So I think he's a terrible person.
He was Time Magazine of the Year before the war started. Yeah, listen, Time Magazine, bro, is a garbage gut magazine.
Can we call him Yay?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. That's what he's supposed to do. I like him. Sir Tom is a friend, dude. Don't worry. Like it's a show.
Because of the
it's not real.
As of late.
Indeed, and before
He's
a lot worse.
Disagree with that?
Well, here's
I don't get angry.
Hitler. Let's go. Ish your boy. Go ahead.
I'll let Gunnar. I'll concede to Gunnar.
Right,
Hitler and Kanye. What are the similarities between them? I think I'm starting to see them.
Oh, well, that's
artists.
You can talk shit.
Hate Jews, okay? So
I'm just trying to make sure that
the
you
guy
know.
for like coming up with that connection. Really, Kanye's in a defensive position right now. His whole life's falling apart. Of course, he's going to start lashing out at people. Of course, he's going to start playing the blame game.
Yeah, I'll destroy him. Don't
too,
worry.
if I was fucking paying $200,000 a month to
I'm a demon, bro.
get more ass injections. His whole life is falling apart. He's got to blame somebody because it obviously hurts his ego to blame himself. Right. He's going through a meltdown. Can you blame him?
Is Pete Davidson Jewish?
All right.
Yes.
Now to Isha.
So Ye has been in the public eye for like over 20 or almost 20 years now. And he has done so much more positive things than he has done negative. If you want to take this last month and say it's all for nothing, then that's your opinion, and I think it's invalid. I think that what he's done for the inner cities of Chicago, I think that even donating money to the millions of dollars to the family of George Floyd after Derek Chauvin, we all saw what happened there, I think. So he did that to support them. I think that all of that can't be thrown away just because he made a couple of comments and he said it was maybe the number was a bit below 6 million.
I couldn't agree with Isha. Thing is, you can do so much good things, but then when you start doing shit like this,
he didn't even make that. He didn't even make that.
But to post it and say those two,
it was already a thing.
But that's just like I'm just saying you can't do that on something. That's saying like.
Why? But
What
people
do
are
you
allowed
mean
to
why?
post.
You can't.
But people are allowed to post black pictures and say BLM.
Dude, they're supporting.
Tom, the tiki touches, my tiki touches.
That's two
They'll
different
get
things.
the
That's two
touch.
different things.
That was kind of a far stretch. I mean, what was one?
No, it's not. Because listen,
No,
He's
so
got
what
a
I'm trying to
point.
say, what I'm trying to say though.
Everybody shut up. I want to hear Sir Tom try and explain that one.
What did posting a black picture on Instagram do to help the BLM movement? Absolutely nothing. The entire reason for the BLM movement was for 3 people to get rich off it, the 3 owners, and that's the only thing it did. You didn't
All
see.
right, we're not going down this road. We're not going down this road.
That's how they're the same, though. I'm just saying. That's how they're the
what
same.
Tom was. I think what
There's
Tom
a lot
was
of
trying to say.
controversy around BLM. Yes,
There was.
but at the end of
There
the day,
was
the underlying message.
You know what changed things though? If Hitler was black.
No. Okay, so here's the problem.
And why is that though,
We're
Ash?
getting to final thoughts, by the way. So wrap it up. If you have one final thing you want to say, now is the time.
No, what we're seeing is symbolism. Okay, the swastika. It used to be what was it?
Hindu.
It was a Hindu symbol. It got bastardized by the Nazis. The star, it has some dark context to it as well.
David's star.
I think he was doing what he was supposed to do. He's drawing controversy and he's drawing attention
we can have
to
that on Twitch. I think you got to take that down. I don't think we can have that.
Watch out, bro.
He was drawing attention to a symbol, okay? It drew controversy. He's just promoting his new album called My Struggle. That's it.
All right,
What?
final thoughts. Let's
go.
go.
Mein Kampf.
So, like, the following up question. Sorry.
Final thoughts, Scott.
So, are we answering the following up question?
Final
Just
thoughts.
Final thoughts. On
final
anything.
thoughts. Okay, fuck it.
I know they're fucking hard for you. Go.
Yeah, I know. So Hitler, he was a good leader. Okay, he was.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
For fuck's sake. All right, I want to hear from you one more time before we end the round.
A good dude.
Okay.
What a fucking retard.
About what part? Because which one I already answered the good about.
Anything you want to say?
It takes him an hour to say that.
Torch and stuff like that, and I feel something like with the torch when things are like so innocent.
Not really. He wasn't really.
What happened?
No,
you're not muted, Scott.
What? Oh shit. Yeah, I'm too high. But yeah, I don't think it's a big deal and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's only a big deal when you start.
He's too high. He's too drunk. He's too drunk, and he's trying to have fun. But
so something like
he's
that.
He's
so innocent for so many years. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think they need to change it.
All right.
What was he talking about?
I'll take one more.
Go ahead, Sir Tom. And by the way, before you guys continue, this is not the John Zerka Royale. All right, we do keep things relatively civil here, please. All right, do not be bringing in like topics like BLM in that context. If you're going to try and be controversial, try and stay on topic. All right, otherwise you will not be invited back. Okay.
I'll mute you guys.
My
Okay.
apologies. I don't think that's a controversial topic, but my apologies anyway. So I think my final thought is everything in life. This is like the first comment I'm gonna make that's serious. Everything in life is about how people take it, and it's not about how it's said. It might come off in a certain way, but like realistically, it's about how people take things. I don't know why I said that, but yeah.
I mean, it sort of makes sense, but thank you. All right, any other final thoughts?
Go ahead, Malik.
Keep drinking.
Go ahead, Malik. Go ahead, Malik.
So I'm gonna use as an example the top G. Okay, many people see him as a great person.
Who's the top G?
I agree.
No
I
one
think
thinks he's a
Cobra
great
Tate
person.
is a great person. Do I think he's
okay.
an evil person and has done disgusting things? Absolutely. But I
don't
think he's
a
still.
great person.
He's a
and I
W
don't
leader.
I think
W
he's a great
leader.
person because he is above average and he started a movement regardless of what people say. He never even made a TikTok account and he blew up on TikTok. He took over TikTok without ever touching the platform.
Is this an Andrew Tate dick suck? What is this?
No, I'm
Yo, Andrew, I'm over here.
I'm further giving an example
That's
that
actually
someone can be
crazy how
great
many
even
people
if they're
here
an evil
supported Hitler.
person.
Malik is the top G.
Final
Actually
thought.
crazy.
Final thought. Greatness is not defined by goodness. You can be great and you can be bad. It's not. I understand Prime's point of good, of neutral, good, and great, but on a broader spectrum, you do not have to be a good person to be a great person, and that's it. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, that was pretty much the question in doubt. So
Yeah, I think the main difference here between myself and people who might have agreed with me and others is that we just define great differently, right? It seems like other people define great as consequential, okay, and I define that as having to do with your positive impact on the world. And because we can't like agree on that definition, there's no way we're gonna
Wait, Prime. Quick question: can you find anything positive out of like the whole Hitler thing? Hitler himself, you don't have to, but the whole thing that he did. Anything, single positive thing.
They had spiffy outfits, right? Their style was definitely
They looked good.
Hugo Boss, yeah.
They looked good.
All right,
It
we're going to decision rounds here.
Do you know in
All right.
1492 Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean?
Get ready to vote, everybody in chat. Get your fingers ready.
Okay.
W leaders.
Hey,
I'm a good leader here, guys, right?
All right, I didn't get to say what I. It's fine.
Oh, go ahead, Mini.
Mini, real quick. Go ahead, Mini.
No, well, closing remarks. As I thought about it even more, right? Yeah, he was a great charismatic speaker, but he was not a great leader. I mean, bro, you lost your country, right? You got it chopped in half. Like, what a fucking retard. Not gonna lie, massive L, terrible leader, bro. That's not greatness.
You know who's a good leader?
Going to the poll. Going to the polls. It is now decision time. Final.
Can I vote?
First of all, yes, I'm just going to get to that.
Yeah, listen, by his own admission, right? What he cared about was the German people. And you know what happened to the German people? Half of them became commies, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what happened to German families? They got split up. That's not a great leader. I think by his own admission, he would say, no, I didn't do great. I kind of fucked up.
That first round. They will be saved from elimination. Guys, do not be voting just yet. I made a mistake, so stand by. We still have to get our judge here to give the vote.
Easily, without a doubt, Prime and Sir Tom.
Prime and Sir Tom, without a doubt. All right, Prime and Sir Tom.
Duality of man.
No, you two are saved from elimination.
I don't know. I don't know how I didn't win when I kind of turned a bunch of people into my take, but okay. Always happens.
Number associated with the streamers. You will type
Always
in
happens.
chat the number associated with that.
Go to his chat.
Simply
Let's
type
see.
the number. You get to vote twice, guys. Twice for two different people. You cannot vote twice for the same person. Number 1, Gunnar Gooch. Number 2, Mini Don B. Number 3 is Malik_04. Number 4, Boy. Number 5, Justin. Number 6, Blood Moon Scott. Number 7, Astro. Number 8, Ice_04. And number 9 is King Tiggy. Go vote. You will have 3 minutes now. I'm going to start the timer.
2 boys, 2.
3 minutes to go vote.
Listen, what he was very good at, he was very good at talking. You know, he was very good at talking.
Kick. Go vote.
He was very good at convincing other people. He was very good at rallying people behind him. But he didn't have the right...
I don't want to say obsessed with Hitler, but like there's so many other examples I was waiting for people to bring up, and it's just like, guys, come on. Like I was trying to hint to like the Julius Caesar thing.
Mao, Stalin.
No, it's a huge problem how locked in on Hitler we are. Like as a culture, we're so locked in on Hitler. There's so many other bad people that we could fucking talk about that did crazy shit.
True.
We're so locked in on Hitler.
Mao got 60 million of his people killed.
You'll be scared to say my name.
Okay, buddy.
Holy bejeebers.
Anyways.
Yeah, Mao.
First round?
I think that's a really good question, Datum.
I'm getting bent over, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
right
really
now.
I think so far everyone's pretty stupid. Everyone here is dumb. I wish I was a contestant.
Honestly,
I don't know.
It was a great round. You know.
I don't know how I didn't get the vote. I don't know how I didn't get the vote. I turned a couple of people.
Thank you.
I turned a couple of people that were thinking that Hitler was a great leader, but okay. I'll try again.
Officially
W question. That's all I got.
Very much.
Yeah, I try not to give my opinions. I usually do after on my next show, and that way I don't sway the vote.
Yeah, listen, I'll try again, bro. I'll try again.
I wish I could chime in, but I can't.
So Datum, what are your thoughts?
You vote 2, motherfuckers. Vote 2, just like Germany was split in 2.
For example, I would have ripped into Prime. I would have ripped, because he saved this round, I can actually say this. I would have ripped into Prime and be like, no, idiot, it's not.
Hitler more than likely a plan to destroy Germany. No, like, people rallied behind him, dude.
Literally means if you are just above average human being.
He
then
pointed
nothing
them
to do with
towards
morality, good or
something,
bad.
and that has to account for something,
Here's the
right?
problem with
Now, that one
If you
thing he
attack
pointed
his
them towards
definition,
was
he'll just
not a
change the
good thing,
definition and avoid
right?
the actual
But he
substance
did
of
rally
the question. That's
everybody
what liberals
towards
do.
him.
No offense, Prime. It's not your fault. It's just a defense mechanism.
Like,
to
for
drive
example,
shitty speech.
convincing
No
a
offense,
bunch of
bro.
people to jump off a
Those are
cliff,
bad people
bro,
just for
that
Justin Trudeau
takes
is a
some
liberal
kind of
and he's a bad
skill.
person.
Just over
Now, do I think it's a good thing? No, you shouldn't tell people to jump off a cliff. But damn, you convinced them? How?
30 seconds
I
left.
fuck.
Twitch.tv/.
You know?
Favorite
How?
Negative.
Because if you can convince them to jump off a cliff, you can convince them to not. You know, you can convince them to better their lives and shit.
Okay.
And I think you can extract that greatness from that.
You literally have one vote, Astro.
That vote. Yeah, you got
Hey,
one vote, Astro.
I just voted for him. I just voted for him.
Oh wow.
Keep out
W
on.
Riz. W Riz on the show.
The one of the
Really now,
definitions
guys,
of
like that now, players?
one of
He
the
had a good
definitions of
attempt.
great
Tom,
is
you're not even up
wonderful,
for
very
vote.
good, first rate. I
You
wouldn't
won.
It's
classify
7
him
lines
as
down
any
the
of
definition of
those
the word.
Listen, you know what we need to do? We need to agree on the definition. All right, just people need to hedge on one definition and then argue that definition.
The poll. Finishing the poll.
Wait,
The
fun
poll
fact.
is done.
Yeah,
Fun
so-
Did you
fact.
guys know that Hitler had like the most beautiful baby blue eyes?
Okay.
No, we didn't. They're
Alright,
black.
Anyways.
No, hey, what the
No,
fuck?
go look that up.
All
You
right.
wouldn't
All right,
realize
all
it in the
right,
picture.
Shut up.
Gunnar, can I see your eyes, bro?
I just found that out like the other
rounds,
day.
Gooner Gooch. I don't know how he does it. Oh my god. So winner of the rounds, Gooner Gooch. Second place actually goes to Minnie. Minnie might be making a comeback. Minnie might be making a comeback. Tied for third is Malik and Isha Boy.
Bro, I always perform amazingly.
Bottom three.
Always
We
outperform.
have just
Always have good points. Always entertain,
we
but it is what it is,
Blood
bro.
Moon Scott and we have Astro. So Gooner, as the winner of the
Astro
round,
doesn't deserve to go,
say
bro.
goodbye to two
Scott.
of them, you will
Scott.
be keeping.
This
one.
wasn't it for
Keep the
Scott.
girl. Keep the girl, okay?
Dude, I'm smart. I know the
Please,
Twitch
I
game.
need to look at her longer.
We're gonna keep that thumbnail.
Tyler,
Bloodhound and
it's-
Astro. Get lost, dude.
All three are equally as dumb, but he's a better thumbnail.
Also,
Go ahead
remember
and shout
that.
yourself out, man.
Hmm.
Shout
You're
yourself
welcome,
out.
everybody.
Also, Teeny didn't say anything, bro. I'm pretty sure what she said was, I don't know. And watch her beat me, bro. Watch her beat me.
Yeah,
It's on site.
Thumbnail,
Sure.
thumbnail.
Winner.
Oh.
This was fun. This was fun.
Blood Moon Scott.
Thanks for coming,
some
please.
On site.
Interesting content. So,
It's on site,
Thank you, my man.
Yes,
Appreciate you.
disgusting content.
All right.
Scott, pick.
Top
I believe
1%.
that means Astro, right? Astro is also.
No,
And-
he said I
Go
can stay. He said I can stay though.
I
Good to see you,
wouldn't.
Astro. Thanks for
I
coming.
wouldn't be kicking Astro, bro. Teeny
Yeah,
said
Right,
nothing.
Gunnar?
Like she said nothing. I don't know why.
Alright.
I don't know why people go on
Basically,
shows
it's
to not
on site
perform.
next to
I
the
don't
spot.
know.
You and
I
me are
don't.
going at it.
I've never understood.
Okay.
I've never understood it. Hey, motherfucker, it's your chance. Entertain.
Thank you for having me.
Do
on.
something.
And,
Why do people go on shows and then just fucking chill? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Peace out. Love you, Tom.
I hate it, dude. I abhor it. They take spots from people who want a chance to entertain. Get the fuck off.
Okay, moving on.
Get the fuck off.
You guys having fun yet?
I absolutely abhor
Right,
it.
everybody?
And it happens every time. I don't know
I
why.
do enjoy
Don't
these
stand,
debates, you know. I do enjoy these debates.
But it's fine. I like getting angry because my points get even fucking, you know? I go even harder.
But for the future, try
That's
to
the
hold
point.
back just a little bit. you
No,
know?
she didn't say anything.
Controversial.
And to be honest, Ice-T didn't say anything either, bro.
Yeah, that was a little.
What I was told is this is a political show. I was trying to bring politics into it.
But Blood Moon didn't say anything either.
We
So
tried to bring,
Blood
I
Moon,
don't know,
Teeny, and
God
Ice
forbid, but hey.
didn't say anything. Actually, Tiggy can't remember what he said. Tiggy too.
Yo,
All right.
Tiggy too. Everybody else kind of spoke. Everybody else had something to say.
Question number two. Balenciaga. A name
PDF
I had
files.
never heard of until recently because, as you can clearly tell, I care not for fashion and have very little drip. Recently, they put out an ad campaign with young children holding teddy bears in bondage gear to promote their new line. It has been heavily criticized, and the creative director has apologized. Kim Kardashian is associated with the line and is reevaluating her relationship with the brand. Should she walk away from it or stay with the brand given their apology?
Okay.
Once again, the question, should she walk away from it or stay with the brand given their apology? As you can see, there seems to be sort of a theme tonight.
Take
see 2 hands up. I see 3 hands
What
up.
is it? The West family? The Northwest family?
Oh,
Hold on.
I would be so happy to
We'll
start
let
this.
Gunnar, would you like to start since you won the last
Go
round?
ahead, Gunnar.
My mother is a QAnon, and I think she passed down some of the traits of schizophrenia to me as well. So I do see symbols and I do see patterns, and I do notice that it tends to be people that are connected to fashion, left-wing politics, and just, that whole entire entertainment industry in general that are into some weird, creepy shit. They're into witchcraft. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love women that do astrology. I think they're a beautiful little mess. But these people take it really far. They're putting blood all over themselves. They're doing fake sacrifices. If you saw the Alex Jones leaked video where he went to Bohemian Grove, where a bunch of rich dudes get all dressed up naked and they fuck each other and they do fake sacrifices. This is a real thing that these people do. Whether it's real or not, who's to say? But they believe in it. They do it. They spend their time doing it, and they like to embarrass other people by putting those symbols and pedophilic symbols in front of everybody.
They're taunting us.
Of nonsense.
Did
Well,
you
you
just
answered the
answer
fucking
the
question.
question? Like, what
What
the
was the
fuck was you
question?
gonna say?
It
I
doesn't matter what the
understand
question was,
perfectly.
apparently.
We're talking about weird shit. Did you know Republicans usually just have gay orgies with each other and then?
Yes, I'm
put
fully
laws?
aware of what
We're
the
not
leaks
talking
that
about
pedophilia.
weird shit.
Hey,
Let's get
listen,
back to
listen.
liberals.
And then try
Gay
to
stuff
ban
is fine.
abortions and gay sex
Pedophilia.
work.
All
right,
If you are
let's
into
go.
fashion, you are a
down,
fucking
guys.
You're just here to hate
psycho
on
weirdo.
Democrats. It's a debate show,
guys.
bro. Say something relevant.
Holy shit, go fucking jump on TikTok, do some bicep curls, you pussy.
He needs to do bicep curls. Those arms are
I
terrible.
want to talk
Holy
more
shit.
shit.
Hey,
but I'll
you know
answer the
shoulders are
question.
part of the body parts, right?
I'm gonna start muting. Tiggy, then Prime. Go.
All right, so the ad campaign was probably done by some stupid AI that they just ran with, but yeah, Kim Kardashian should absolutely back the fuck out. If there's anything relating to sexualizing children, just don't sexualize children. This is not actually even something to debate. If you think you should sexualize children, go ahead and say that so that we could know you're just here to say the dumbest thing like Gunnar is. But yeah, don't associate yourself with anyone
That's not what
that
Gunnar said.
sexualizes
I
children.
literally acknowledge
Don't
that there's a lot
sexualize
of weird
children,
fucking
Gunnar. It's very
creepy
hard. It's
people.
simple, dude. Just don't sexualize children.
Listen, I understand what you're trying to do, Guido.
They
Calm it down.
apologize. Shit, they already did it. It's too late.
Listen, Don Vito,
All right,
I get what you're trying to do.
No. We're going. I said Prime next.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the straight capitalist route here and say that Kim Kardashian is her brand, right? She's building a brand off her likeness and what people feel about her. You can't let your brand be tarnished by pretty much anything. And so if you do the calculation and say like the benefits from sticking with this brand, Balenciaga, is worse than leaving them, right? Well, then you stay, or the other way around.
Malik's raising her hand. Go ahead, Malik.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear. Let's go, Ice T. Go ahead, Ice T.
Go ahead, Ice T.
So I feel like some people always go by the saying all publicity is good publicity, but I feel like in a situation for like Kim, when something like that, even if it's just one person's choice and it's not the whole entire brand, that did the pedophilia stuff, you know what I mean? It might have just been one person that snuck it in, and now the whole brand is suffering for it. But for someone like Kim, when something like that big comes out, it could be super detrimental to your career. And you do not want that type of publicity tied behind your name when you're trying to, go for that motherly, image and stuff like that.
Is everyone going
Kim
to say the same thing,
Kardashian
though?
and motherly don't belong in the same sentence.
Is everyone going to say the same thing?
She might have squeezed a few kid outs, but she is not motherly.
She's trying.
Go ahead, Sir Tom. Yeah, I have a follow-up question, so don't worry.
Yeah, so here's my take on it. So the ad was fucked up. It obviously was about child sex trafficking, like as every big liberal does. We know Kim is on with them. She's on board with Hillary Clinton and all them. We understand. But for Kim herself, I'm not looking at her as a political person. I'm just looking at her as a human being. There's no reason she even needs Balenciaga at this point in her life. She already has every dollar that she needs, every dollar that her children need. There's no reason to stay with Balenciaga after. If she's worried about all this behind the scenes shit about her, because I guarantee you she's a part of all that shit. If all this shit's coming out about her, there's no reason for her to stay. But it's what she's a part of. She probably knew this shit was happening when it happened.
Go ahead. It's your boy.
Okay, for anybody in this call who wants to say that Kim Kardashian should step away from Balenciaga after this advertisement, I want you to keep the same energy and be consistent and applaud the guy who went into Comet Pizza with a shotgun because he thought that that they were sex trafficking minors underneath in the basement, okay? That's first things first.
At Planet Pizza?
That is not
Common
related.
pizza.
That person
What?
was insane.
Oh,
This is
Common
like an
pizza.
actual thing.
No,
It's
he wasn't an insane
confirmed.
person. He was right.
He's 100%
Now,
right.
the next thing is the Kardashian family they're only in the public eye because of sexualization, okay? Whether it was Kim's mom shopping her daughter's sex tape around to different companies to sell it and who would give her the most money, or if it was like putting like 16-year-old fucking Kylie Jenner and getting her railed by Tyga. So they don't have morals. Kim Kardashian herself is not going to step away. Do I think she should step away? I don't know. I'm not that bitch. But I do know that she will not step away because that entire family thrives on sexualization. And Kanye was afraid of it. He said he doesn't want his daughter sexualized. And guess what? Kim's never denied the fact that that could happen.
Interesting. All right, I want to hear
That
from
was the best
Justini because
taker
she's
tonight.
really
That was the best
anxious
taker
to say
tonight.
something.
No, I
That wasn't the
honestly,
question, though.
I'm gonna say still what I was going to say. I like what you just said though, but first of all, this is the first time I ever heard of this ad thing. I didn't even know about that. But as like fuck the money, fuck the fame, whatever. As a mother, you should not at all like just have that, like your child sees that. Like, do you want your child to do that? Like, I don't know. Besides what he said, because that's really smart. I just say, yeah, fuck no, back out. What?
So is everybody in agreement that Kim Kardashian should walk away from Balenciaga in its entirety?
No.
Oh, not entirely, no. Just for
So-
the ad campaign.
Yeah.
She had no association with the ad campaign. That's not the question. She would have to leave the company and distance herself from
No,
the
the-
company. She should not do that.
The sad reality of the situation is the campaign was 1010% intended to sexualize children. In the background, the director of the photo shoot literally had page 12 of a court case against Balenciaga for having child pornography. It was in the background of one of the pictures.
Bro,
A
that's
court
every
document.
big social media marketing scheme, though.
So,
if you look at Walt Disney, that does the same shit.
No, but hold on. The campaign was 100% sexualizing children and being disgusting. As far as Kim Kardashian goes, she's going to do what every single person does in situations like this. She's going to wait till everyone forgets about it. And if the public is forgetting about it and stopping their cancel Balenciaga train, then Kim is going to continue to work with the company. If people on Twitter and on the internet are going to continue to condemn Balenciaga, then Kim is going to make her decision based off of that. And it's just she doesn't give a shit about children. She doesn't give a shit about her own children. She just cares about what people think of her.
So everyone
what I
thinks she should
wonder.
disassociate. Everyone
Here's
thinks she
what I wonder.
disassociates
Why do
until
we have
later,
to be so
which is just what's
defensive?
gonna be.
Why do we have to play defensively when it comes to the sexualization of children? How come we can't just say scorched earth policy? If you fuck up, if you even attempt to do this for publicity or money, monetary, if you try to do it for any way, shape, or form, you should be absolutely destroyed in any way, shape, or
100%.
form.
I agree with that.
Like Balenciaga, for what they've done, it may just be towing the line of what's acceptable, but why as a society are we accepting them to just do that and then say, yeah, we're going to cancel them on Twitter, we're going to do this, that, oh yeah, they're canceled, and then we'll move on in a week? Why do we always just forgive and forget? Why can't we
Great
just
question.
set the fucking bar?
Great question.
See,
Kenny.
I always
You
to
should
follow
do
up
something
on
about
that.
it.
To
People
follow up
should,
on
but
that,
that's the
you
sad
know, how
reality,
many people
Tanner.
still bought iPhones after the controversy surrounding Apple and how they were made?
I did.
I've got an
Listen,
iPhone.
they
I didn't
installed the suicide nets for a reason.
No,
I'm
I-
not going to make any
iPhones
got an
users'
iPhone.
money
doesn't
go to
matter.
waste. Okay. If they're going to install the suicide nets, listen, I'm
Fuck
going to keep
Apple.
buying the phone
Fuck
because
Apple.
otherwise they just install them for nothing.
I have
This is
zero
a
Apple
7-inch
products.
phone, by the way.
All right,
Those
so
are
follow-up
cute.
question. Follow-up question. Are kids less innocent today than they have been in previous generations? And is that a good thing or a
Yes.
bad thing?
Oh, they're
TikTok
so
Yes.
exists.
bad.
Hey,
TikTok
did Minnie get
exists,
it going? He
bro.
was raising his
Social
hand.
media.
Listen, two things.
Go ahead, Minnie.
First of all, on the Balenciaga shit, listen.
because you're poor.
Listen, first of all, on the Balenciaga shit, it's garbage. It's garbage quality, alright? It's overpriced. Balenciaga sucks. The shit's ugly. And they're full of pedophiles. So, do I think she's gonna pull away? I don't fucking know. That woman doesn't think like a human being anymore, alright? She's like an anomalous blob floating around that only cares about the clout and the money and everything, alright? She'll do everything. So, if the people want her to leave, she will. Alright? If the people want her to stay, she will. She'll do whatever the fuck she has to do. Two, are kids more sexualized today than back in the day? Yeah, 100%.
I I said, are they less innocent?
Oh, are they less innocent? Yes, 100%. 100%, dude. YouTube exists, and there's weird fucking pedophiles on YouTube too. YouTube had a problem about the pedophiles with the Spider-Man and the Elsa, like banging or whatever. They had a problem with that, and you cannot escape that shit. And then you'll also, yes.
No, that's an actual thing.
Yes, that's an actual thing.
On YouTube Kids.
Yes, for YouTube Kids. And you'll also find tiny like little iPad games with like women moaning and making weird noises and shit. Yes. It's horrible. No, I haven't played them.
There's a concerted effort to defile the minds of children.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so I think.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Brian.
Sure. I think that kids are less innocent, but that's probably a good thing.
No.
You think that's a good thing?
Oh my God!
Hey, let him talk. Let him make his point. You don't need to be oohing and awing. He might actually have a valid point.
No, I know where this thought.
What
leads
age?
To. Like this is just the starter step to
what age?
A very dark process.
No. You get to respond to him. You get to respond to him after he says something. Thank you. Go ahead, Prime.
Okay. Wait for him to finish.
Sure. Because as you said, Giga, that innocence does not mean sexual.
Give him a chance. Maybe he'll say something.
I think
Bro, he hasn't spoken.
But
give him a chance. Give him a
like,
chance.
If you think it's a kid is less innocent because you give them sex ed, right? So they know about their body and know like if you're going to engage in sex, this is how you do it, right?
Yeah, but that's for teens.
That's less innocent. And if that's the case, well, then I say that's a good thing, right? Like I want kids to understand how the world works, want them to be educated.
Dude,
so to be,
kids don't have to have sex. They don't need to know about sex. You're completely.
What age are you talking about? What age are you talking about?
Kids are innocent. They're naturally biologically inclined to do things with the opposite sex. Yes, that's a true thing. But we don't need to go. We don't need to go grooming them, which is what you're suggesting. That is grooming. For a certain age.
Let's not put words.
No, it is embarrassing. No, it is completely embarrassing that you're
so embarrassing that you're doing that.
Anyway, how is it embarrassing? What's embarrassing is you just said that we need to
you don't understand what the word grooming is. No,
I absolutely understand.
Very disgusting thing, right? That's a child.
No, I know.
Grooming is what Drake does.
Should be kept innocent, and it's up to the responsibility of the adults that are responsible for them to keep that child innocent.
That's not the same as sex ed. An adult preparing a kid for abuse is not the same as sex ed. Now, idiots on the conservative side, right, have been confusing that to use it against their political enemies, but it's not going to work on me. Try it again.
Listen, dude, I understand. Pedophiles on your side of the aisle are using it to groom children into sex. That's the problem.
Guys. All right. Go ahead, Sir Tom.
Teach kids about sex.
So look, I could look at this in two different ways. I'm gonna look at a kid as a third grader or a second grader, and I'm gonna look at a kid as like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old. There's no reason I should be opening up TikTok to fucking Charlie D'Amelio dancing, twerking at 16 years old. That shit is fucked up. That is not innocent. That is that's social media, the liberal side of the world, trying to portray this nasty shit onto our youth. And then we can go look at second and third graders, where all of a sudden in second and third grade, you should be learning about pronouns and what you identify as. I didn't even know that anything other than pee could come out of my dick when I was in second grade. And you think it's okay to be learning that, oh, I'm not a guy, I have a dick, but I'm not a guy. That's fucked up. I'm going to be honest. Look, the innocence is being taken from our youth in front of our eyes, and we can't do anything about it because liberals control social media. And social media runs our world.
Yeah, as someone who has 6 younger siblings, I want to jump in and say that I agree with most of what Tom said. The world right now, the internet, schools, it's disgusting how much children's innocence is being taken away and they're being fed sexual content nonstop. My 11-year-old brother in school was given a book to read. And in the book, there was an extremely inappropriate chapter about 2 middle schoolers doing inappropriate things. In the book that my 11-year-old brother was given to read in school.
What was the book?
That's fucked up. I don't know the title of the book.
Was it called Lord of the Flies?
No, I don't know the title of the book. But,
Lord of the Flies?
Oh my God.
And I agree with Tom saying that in second grade, do you identify as a male, a female? What are your pronouns? Children should not be given sexual topics and sexual questions when they haven't even gone through puberty yet. Children should 100% have their innocence. And I agree with Tom. A child is someone who's in second grade, someone who's a fucking junior in high school. Children should not be defiled.
Okay.
I
was
just
taught
want to
about
know.
Go ahead, Isha, then Gooner.
Yeah, I was taught about sex ed in 5th grade, okay? And I know that when the on the screen when the penis got hard, I laughed, and when they showed period blood coming out of a vagina, I threw up. That's all I knew about sex ed back then. In 7th grade, someone talked about eating pussy. I thought that was biting their pubic hair and ripping it out of their skin, okay? We now we go online and little kids are just replicating cake farts on TikTok. It's not an acceptable behavior. It's really disgusting. I think that while I agree with Prime that there should be responsible teaching, there is an age for it, and I do not think it's any earlier than like 11 years old. And the reason why is because I do appreciate his point about like protecting children from abuse, but the kids don't like if your child's getting sexually abused at a young age, you're a shitty parent, and that's no fault of the kid. You should not allow your child to be in any sort of vicinity where they might be getting sexually abused. If
1000%.
someone's touching your no areas, like that's something you teach the child at a young age. Like don't let whatever
That's
Willie
sex
down the
ed,
street.
though.
Did you accidentally agree with
That's sex.
Prime?
No.
Sex ed.
That's
right?
what sex ed is. That's
Yeah.
literally what.
No,
Did
no.
you just
Yeah.
accidentally
No,
agree
but
with
come
Prime?
on.
That's
It's
sex
not
ed. You gotta
sex
But
teach
that's
them
not
at a
sex
young age.
ed. That's not sexual
Oh,
education.
something happens to
Tiggy,
them.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
shit.
Tiggy,
Ice-T,
welcome to the
Ice-T.
conversation, buddy. It's the first time I heard you
let's
talk the whole
turn to
fucking night.
Yeah, no, I'm
That
basically
TikTok
kind
fucking
of
haircut.
basically kind of agreeing with them because at the end of the day, you shouldn't put them in any type of situation like that. And having a little sister, uh, if they're on any type of social media, it's out there and it's sad. Like we had to take away her phone because she was on TikTok mimicking the dances and shit. And as an older brother, I'm like, fuck no, I'm not gonna allow that. You know what I mean? Oh, well, yeah. So yeah, I think it's right now social media. You gotta monitor them, and you can't let little kids be on it. And you know, if you see them swaying towards that, then it's all about the parenting. You know, it's all on the parents. So
What would you guys say? Like, again, I try not to get my opinion on this, but would you happen to think that perhaps kids are more innocent today because back in the day, even a century ago, they were working the fields, they were doing manual labor, they were taking on responsibilities, they were having kids a lot sooner. So I'm surprised nobody has taken that argument up.
We define.
You're all
Listen.
focused on sexualization when in reality,
No, but
it's
Because-
very clear.
you could
Yeah.
say that's because they didn't have access to things like
Yeah, they didn't
condoms,
have
and they didn't know
devices.
about the pulling out method back then. That was a new
So,
thing that was just invented in like the 80s.
when I think of you when you said like are kids less innocent today, right? I'm only thinking back a few decades within my own country, right? Now, if you want to talk about like a few centuries ago, and like, well, not even century, like 2 centuries ago, where like the rules of war were different, and another nation comes through, slaughters your whole family in front of you. Yeah, I guess that kid's not very innocent. Like or there weren't like controls on like images in the way that we have now like some you could see a person naked, right? Like in some context, in some cultures you can see a person naked a lot easier, like in real life. I guess that kid's not innocent. So yeah.
Yeah, like
they're not
listen.
sexually
Go ahead. We're
abused.
gonna go to Gooner and then we're gonna go to Tiggy.
Here's the main issue that I'm seeing. There's certain groups of people that are insisting that they have access to other people's kids and their sexuality. That's the main issue. If you are your parent should be teaching you about sex ed. If you don't have a parent, boo-hoo. Okay, that's very small group.
No one teaches you.
The problem is we're outsourcing all these things to people that have bad intentions. Any person, like say a fucking 40-year-old man, if he insists on going and teaching sex ed classes, I have to question that guy's fucking morals.
Yeah.
I have to question that guy's judgment. 45-year-old men should not be teaching little girls how to do like sex ed. It should be up to the parents. It should be no holds barred. Up to the parents, up to the guardians.
I disagree, Gooch, because my 6th grade health teacher was probably one of the hottest women I've ever seen in my life, and I would never have traded her.
See, that's also
for anything.
Yes, imagine now she's the same age, but she's a guy.
Well, I used to flirt with her when I was in 6th grade.
All right. We're gonna get the final thoughts. Let's go ahead and start with Justini.
initial thoughts, right?
First question of the night.
Sorry.
She just found out what Kanye did.
That's the first funny thing I've ever heard you say, honestly.
Buddy, I say a lot of funny shit. I don't know what you're about.
Final thought, skip me. Thank you.
Hitler, good and bad.
All right. Thanks, Justini.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for
Tiggy, go
inviting
ahead,
me.
Tiggy.
I
Justine, not
hate
the
to
Astro,
agree with
but
Isha
I love you.
Boy, but he said something really smart, which is that parents should have more control over what their kids see. But I think that should be that if you think there's too much sexualization on TikTok, just fucking stop letting your kids go on TikTok. That's something you could do as a parent.
Holy shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. If you think there's so much cursed social media, just don't let them go on social media. I don't know. That's a very new generational thing. But the other thing, kids are probably the most innocent now that they have literally ever been in history. In America, at least, in some countries, there's still warlords that give them AK-47s and tell them to go kill other people. But,
Tony
that's just
2012.
not something we're going to talk about on this stream. But in America, they don't have to do shit. People still live in their homes till they're,
If you can say kids are
25
more
years
innocent
old.
today than they were years ago, you don't.
All right. Sorry.
What's with the idea that we could just lay on our hands and not do anything when it comes to anything wrong in society?
Okay, what are you suggesting we do
yeah,
about
you
it?
don't like
Besides
TikTok, just
complaining,
log
besides
off,
only
just log
talking
off.
about it, what do you
Gunnar,
think we do?
How
David?
you
What have
raise
you
your
done
children,
about it?
Gunnar, because how you raise your children is up to society, not up to you.
Yeah, that's the problem. He wants to just completely lay on his hand. Oh, other people are enjoying
Everyone's
things
gonna
that are
live
bad.
lives
Oh,
that-
how does the collective society and its health affect you in any way? I live in the society, you fucking moron.
Yes,
of
you
course
do,
I want to
Joker.
fix the fucking
Absolutely,
thing.
bud.
And when it comes time, I'm going to take smarmy fucks like you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Weasel him out. Weasel him out.
Even before he gets banned.
All right, all right,
Dude,
all right.
the thing is,
I have a beef.
yeah, hold on. I gotta take. The thing
Yeah, I got
is
some
you
beefs.
can't. You can't take your kid off of social media because that's pretty much where they exist now. So you would just be isolating your kid and letting him be bullied, right? Like that. Like let's be honest, you can't.
Well, that's
Every kid, no, every kid lives on social media now. Okay, it's not like back in the day when we were young. Okay, where you could just play with your neighbor or whatever the fuck. You'd play football with the kids from the neighborhood. That doesn't exist anymore. So now if you just take the social media away from your kid, you're kind of torturing the kid. Right? So now you kind of can't do that. They put you in that position where you can't even do that. Or you're abusive. And I can imagine a world where they call you abusive for taking that off. All right. Anyways, listen.
I like what you were saying, bro, but I think the problem is social media in that aspect. It's not even
Yes.
like taking your kid away from it. But you're 100% right.
Yes.
For sure.
Of
Social
course.
media runs children nowadays. It's sad.
It does.
I think the problem is parents let society and the internet raise their children instead of actually being a good parent and restricting what content they absorb.
It's because the parents are addicted to social media. The parents are addicted to shows, so the parents don't have time for their kids. That's the issue. That's the issue. Instead of the parent raising their kid, they give the kid an iPad. They give the kid an iPad.
I have six.
They're addicted.
Siblings. My three
Anybody
youngest
else?
siblings are non-social media at all.
Last comment. Anybody else?
Okay.
Go ahead,
So
Brad.
I think that what we've seen with this topic is that we are indeed in the midst of a moral panic within our society, right? You can, if you go back to the 80s and 90s when they had the satanic panic, you'd hear all the same talking points, right? It's like they're violating our kids. In this case, it was daycare centers. They're violating our kids. They're sacrificing them. There's a mysterious cabal of individuals that are up to something, right? Like I understand this. In a decade,
And it all came true.
These people.
Cain Velasquez, just shut up, kid diddler.
No.
Yes, there are
What are
literal
you talking about?
Satanists, self-proclaimed Satanists, leading our government, leading our.
What I say? What
They're
did
in
I
high
say?
positions of power.
All right.
It's a fact.
Gunnar,
They
Gunnar.
admit it.
It's not a fact.
Alex Jones revealed it.
Yeah, Abramovic.
Steady knows,
Look her
steady
up.
knows.
She's
That-
connected to all these people. Epstein Island. You don't think Satanism was involved in that one
Trump
too?
was involved in
Holy
Epstein
shit.
Island.
There's
You're gonna say anything
literal
about that?
people flying to
Can I finish my
islands to
thoughts?
rape
You're gonna
kids.
nitpick
And you
one
guys are
person
like,
and then make claims
Can I
for
finish
them?
my
All
thoughts?
right, all right, all right.
Well, there's people.
No,
Yeah.
no. You guys are going crazy here.
Okay.
All right. Finish your thought real quick, and then we're gonna hit the rounds.
Sure, yeah, exactly. So we go back to satanic panic. You see literally all of this in the 80s and 90s. You see all this. We're going through another cycle of this, right? In a decade, these same people will be embarrassed of themselves because they fell for it all. Where all this misinformation is flying, and like reality, just like we can't even agree on what reality is at this point. Can't agree on the definition of the word groomer. So they use
or the definition.
Yes, Drake.
There's one
Drake.
definition of a groomer, and we all
Drake.
should know what that is and agree on what
Drake
that
is a groomer.
It's your boy, real quick, and then we're ending the round.
This is my advice if you have any children. Beat your kids. Don't beat them off. Thank you.
Wow.
I don't know if we can
Well
say
said.
that.
Isha, I don't want to get banned, bro.
Nope,
take.
we're
Yeah,
definitely
chill-
those
chill a little
in
bit.
Give him a mute.
Minecraft.
Give him a 30-second
All
mute.
right, so Magnum Logan. That concludes.
Why does he mute me? Why do I get muted and not him?
Contenders.
Why do I
of
get
the
muted
debate
and
that
him?
round.
What the fuck? Also,
have a
now
few
I
short
said
thoughts.
it.
Minnie
So
had
now
me
I
until
said
the
it.
end there. Do not give your kids cell phones. That's kind of weird. Gunnar
So now
obviously had the
I-
best takes, but I feel like he's gonna get first place anyway. So should I even save him?
So
right?
now
Isha had some
I-
good takes except for the end there, but I'm gonna have to give one save to Isha.
No. If Gunnar did the best, you pick Gunnar.
I
Yeah,
picked
it's
Gunnar
actually
to
more
save.
beneficial to the podcast if you just give me the save and then
Pick
let
Gunnar.
them.
Gunnar
yeah.
did amazing that round.
This round he did amazing. He absolutely won it. So Gunnar number 1, he gets saved then, and Isha is.
I
gonna
get
do my
muted.
second save.
All right, Gunnar Gooch. And
How do
Isha
I-
Boy are the two that are.
How did I get muted when I wasn't the one who said beat your kids? Don't beat them off.
Which means 7 people up.
What the
for
fuck?
Elimination. Starting.
Why
the
am I
poll
muted?
Now.
Why am I muted?
twitch.tv/GigaDatum to go make.
Why am I muted?
Put a 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
4
god, he's trying to get rid of me.
In chat to
He's
cast
trying to get rid of me,
on the
bro.
show, not
I have
pick.
to say
Number
though.
1 for Mini Don B. Number 2, Malik. 3 is Justini. 4 is Prime. 5.
He's trying to get rid of me.
6 Ice T. 7 is King Tiggy.
What the fuck?
Go vote once again. Twitch.tv.
Unmute me.
Numbers on screen. I'm gonna give it 3 minutes on the timer once again, and by all means, do not let Justini win. I would hate for her because she looks miserable to actually have to survive another round.
Unmute me.
Whatever you guys do,
Unmute me.
definitely
Wait,
do
is it,
not
is it
vote for
voting
her.
time? Is it voting
Please
time?
Unmute me, bro.
Honorable
Everyone
mention
What the
to her
fuck?
because
What
she
number am I?
didn't
What
waste
number
our
am I? What
time
number am I?
talking about some dumb
What
BS.
the
She said, "Okay,
fuck?
skip me. Go to the next person."
Why am I
That's base as
muted?
fuck. I was gonna vote for her.
Why am I muted?
Shut up.
She said Isha had a good take. Okay, go to the next person. I like that.
Why am I muted, bro? Let me entertain. Let me speak to the people.
Shut up.
What the
Some of
fuck?
you should take a hint.
Why am I muted? Why am I muted? Why am I muted? Hello? Ah! Why am I silenced?
Interesting. You know
Why
what?
am I
I actually
silenced?
came to the conclusion today. It's so
You're
funny.
fine.
You know, you could argue that that kids are less innocent today, but it's funny.
Why am I
people remain
silent?
as, or yeah,
I
less
have to
kids.
say-
Children are less innocent today, but they remain as kids longer.
And you're all guilty because you're all on TikTok.
I agree with
all
that.
of you.
I agree. It's
Why
because
am
our
I-
brains don't develop now because
Why
we
am I
don't get outside
muted?
real life experiences.
Why am I
They just
still
watch everything on
muted?
their phone.
Yo, dog.
Gig guys, once again, you are.
Yo, dog, why am I muted?
1 like you, Tyler Cook, you fucking idiot. A single one.
A single
Otherwise,
one
it's
or a
not going to
single
register.
two.
It is not that hard. A single number in.
Why am I muted, bro?
One. It's not fucking doing anything. All right, they're not 1,111. You dumb idiot. All right.
Can I ask Mini Domby, how did you get that accent? I've never heard a Mexican guy talk like that.
What the fuck?
He's muted. He's
You're
muted.
muted.
Oh,
Help
he's
him, help him.
muted. Oh, sorry, Minnie.
I wasn't the one who said beat your kids, bro. Why am I muted?
I don't know why you got muted.
I had to mute you. Sorry, Minnie.
What the fuck?
I can't imagine you ever being muted. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. That was not me.
Am I being set up? Is this a setup?
No, it's
The
not
fuck
a
is
setup. You're
this?
great. You're doing great.
Jesus Christ. Hey,
I know you're
Datum, do you want a Mexican standoff? Is that what you want to do with me, bro? Turn around, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody give us a
Apparently you
count.
don't even have a real Mexican accent, so you know.
Give us a count. Give us a count. I'm faster.
really
I'm faster.
It really doesn't.
No, I don't.
like
I used to live in
Australian,
England. That's
like-
why.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
I used to live. Listen.
/GigDatum, guys.
Twitch.tv/Mini Dumby.
The timer.
Dumby, shout out.
Cast your vote.
Yeah, Isha, I used to live in England, okay, back when I was 9 years old until I was 14. And then my accent has gone through a lot of bastardization, which is why it sounds so weird.
You kind of sound like Ink Bites.
Oh, God, don't do that to me. Hey, shout out
All
Inky.
right, poll is finished. Poll is finished. And the winner, it's actually a tie between Mini Donby and Malik. Mini Donby and Malik are tied I'll decide here in a sec who is going to be deciding who goes home.
I guess.
All right, here's what we're going to do. The bottom 3 are Justini, King Tiggy. King Tiggy, you only got 2 votes, King Tiggy, bro. What the fuck, man? And King Tiggy, Justini, and Prime. Surprisingly, somehow, Prime is in the bottom 3, but just barely. He got beat out by 1 vote by Ice or Tom, and then 1 vote from him by Ice T. So, Prime, King Tiggy, and who do we got? Let's see.
By a fucking hair.
Justini, King Tiggy, and Prime. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to eliminate 1 person. And so, Mini Dawn B, who would you like to save? Prime, Justini, or King Tiggy?
I mean, is this even a question, bro? Prime has things to say. Like,
Prime is being saved. Malik, who are you gonna save? Justini,
save the girl,
or King Tiggy?
Am I
Do you want to be here?
No, you're good, Tom.
I really don't want to save Tiggy, but you seem like you want to be here.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm playing words on stream with my chat right now.
That's disrespectful. Kick her.
Why?
No, keep her.
All right, we're gonna say goodbye to Justini. She's
All right, Justini, go have fun with your little game.
Her head a little bit. So
No
go
more
and
time
shout
now.
yourself out.
Why?
Hi,
Justini,
everyone.
I'll send you a friend request.
Justini, yeah, y'all can find me on Twitch, you know, everywhere. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know why you did. You know how I am on other shows. Like, what the fuck? So thanks for. I mean, you know, love you guys.
It's all about contrast. Thank you,
My viewers
Justini,
are
for
plummeting.
providing some. Appreciate you. All right, twitch.tv/Justini.
Bye.
Thank you. See you later.
All right, Malik, you're putting in overtime.
All
Thanks,
right.
Minnie.
Yeah,
Hey, go zoom in now. Zoom in.
Dude, it was the right thing to do. It's not even. There's not even thank you, bro. Like, what do you mean? This wasn't even a decision. It's not even a decision, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, thank him, though.
all right.
Thank him, though.
You gotta go full cam on Malik.
Full cam on Malik, exactly. There
Everyone,
we go, Malik.
screen her.
Malik,
Screen her
Malik,
now.
after the show, add me on Snapchat.
Why do you want Utina data?
Bro, I despise people who take spots from other people, bro. That's not just like, I was on the show and I didn't do anything. That's another person who didn't get a chance. Fuck off.
Actually, good.
Get the fuck off the show.
Gunnar looks great, man.
Don't want to be here? Fuck off.
Gunnar actually looks great.
All right.
Wait, can I actually
Bro, people don't give a fuck about others. They actually don't. They actually don't give a fuck. You know who could have been on here? Jukes. Jukes has got things to say. He's a good guy. He's an entertaining guy. He's a funny guy. He could have been here.
Like, I'm sorry, you got insecure issues.
You her now, Giga. You her.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I'll give the truthful answer. It's Minnie.
No. We're going on to the actual question.
Minnie looks like the crickets from Men in Black.
Giga, next time you better mute her.
Which ties into sort of that.
Let me see your midsection, motherfucker. You fat fuck.
He's the only one muted again. I'm gonna keep it that way for a sec. All right. So third question. I have very thick skin because I grew up in a world where being teased was part and parcel of everyday life. You weren't friends with someone unless you were constantly roasting one another. What is the difference between teasing, bullying, and sarcasm, and what place, if any, does it have in the world today?
Repeat one more time. That was a lot. One more time.
What is the difference between teasing, bullying, and sarcasm, and what place, if any, does it have in the world today?
Yeah, so I think girls tease, douchebags bully, and funny guys have sarcasm.
That was such a good take, actually.
Tom,
Girls bully all the time.
That was just the first thing that popped in my head.
That was
the first insightful thing I've ever heard you speak.
What the fuck? Holy shit! Yeah.
I think, but.
So hey, we're 1-1 now. We're 1-1. Hey, I'm 2-1 now. I'm 2-1.
No, just move on.
You
to the
give
next
Tom
question.
long enough, you get him drunk enough, and he'll say something insightful.
Hey, I'm funny, bro. I'm funny, Tom. Come on, bro. You just never give me.
Premature ejaculation. Let's go to Minnie.
Listen, we need to bring bullying back. Okay, people are too soft.
Bring back bullying.
Yes, this is the take. People are too soft. Okay, we need to bring bullying back. That's the fucking truth. But no, listen. In reality, it goes too far once the other person starts to actually cry, and once you notice that it's actually doing HP damage, right? You're gonna pull back. Once you notice you're actually doing damage, you're gonna pull back and you're gonna say, "Hey, my bad, bro."
Yeah.
You know?
It's called empathy, compassion.
Yeah.
Like I would throw Malik
I
into
think
a
it's
locker,
funny though.
right? As a bully, but then I would say sorry after, probably.
No, the first couple tiers are funny, and then when they don't stop, that's when you got to step back.
Yeah. So
Okay, no, then you're just a monster, bro. Because you're laughing at them
Think
crying.
It's objectively okay, morally okay to just hurt somebody else to make yourself feel better?
Absolutely.
To make some.
If they're in the wrong,
Do
absolutely.
you actually think that, or do you just say
If
that?
someone is
Absolutely.
grooming children,
Alright.
if someone is
All
grooming
right,
children,
go
I
ahead,
will
Malik.
bully and harass them until
Go
they
ahead, Malik.
cry. I said what I had to say.
I would do
so
more than
basically,
harass them.
Malik's take is basically that you can bully someone if it is
No.
justified. You can be
People,
mean to them if it is
there are
justified.
certain people in this world that need to be bullied. If people
Bullies.
think
Alec
think
included.
something
Like
is
Gunnar.
okay, that's
Gunnar for
not
sure.
okay. They need to be bullied until they understand it's not okay. And if they cry, if they mentally are not doing well because of getting bullied, they should change.
Thinking the tiger below me needs to be bullied a little.
If you live on VR chat, watching characters dressed as furries fuck each other, and that's how you live your life, you should get bullied until you cry your eyes out and change.
Hey,
Ah.
That's not
not here.
That's not acceptable.
furry
As a
fucking?
part of the human race,
I feel
I don't
oppressed.
accept you as
What's
a
wrong with
human if you
furry?
do that shit.
All What's wrong with Husky?
Someone's
See,
watching
characters
characters on the computer
with that one.
fuck each other, dressed as
Damn.
fucking
I
furries.
wanna hear what
I don't
Ice-T has
accept
to
you as a
say.
human.
Let's go, Ice-T.
I mean, I just don't feel like somebody should be judged for what they like to watch. When if you like furry fucking, then you like furry fucking. I don't think that's.
You like
Look,
I
I
don't
watch
know.
cows fucking, okay? Not
I mean, we
furries.
know that. We know that.
You should be bullied for that.
Bestiality?
What?
I know
But
this
no,
is
I don't
Look,
think.
I did get
I
bullied
think-
for it, and I changed.
Wait,
Let
let
him
us
talk.
watch.
Let him
Wait.
talk.
Can
Let
you
him
finish?
talk. The guy
Wait.
hardly
Wait.
fucking
Are you
talks.
still
Let him
Let
say
Ice
something.
finish.
No, I'm just saying you did not get bullied for cow fucking. You like cows fucking, and it is what it is.
Ghost
But
bullied
on
me.
a
He
whole,
kicked
on a
me.
whole, yeah, okay.
told her
But
move.
no,
Do you still watch
bullying.
cows fuck?
I think in a sense, when people say, "Oh, people should get bullied,"
Hydrate.
it's just because people are afraid to bully that person. But bullying, like you said, it's only when someone starts crying is when it gets really, really bad. So
Yeah.
you know,
Because otherwise
it
it's
is what it is.
sarcasm. And I think I don't know, at least my chat took a different spin on this, which I think is very relatable to the chat. Like we started talking about Dunkel for some reason and saying that he deserves to be bullied. Look, me personally, it just happened. I don't know where it came from, but I was kind of agreeing with it.
See, now that's the thing. That's the thing too, is that it's like bullying is if you're roasting somebody or going on somebody that can't defend themselves, and then it comes into sarcasm and fun. It comes into sarcasm and fun when people are going back. Like if two people are talking shit, having a good time, going back and forth, it's not gonna be considered bullying because the other person's going back at them. But if it's just a person sitting there not saying nothing at all, and they're just sitting there roasting him, and the dude fucking could start to go into a little hole, that's bullying. You know what I mean? So yeah.
If it's someone who can't defend themselves, for surely. But if it's I'm just gonna say it's like Gunnar and me going.
And you guys, for example, there's no bullying going on because you guys want that. Yeah, you guys.
Which is
that's sarcasm because we know.
Which is what I said. Once you start taking HP damage, you can't.
So okay, I have a question then, and then we'll go back to the topic. Has anybody here on this panel been personally offended by anything anyone has said without naming names?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid, I got offended, but
from this cast.
Okay, well, it's your boy, so I know he's trolling. I'm saying this cast or on.
Someone said Hitler wasn't a great leader.
Let's say on Twitch in general. Have you guys ever felt bullied on Twitch by other streamers?
The only time would be when I was trying to flirt with Wild Latina and Dunkel started calling me a pussy and shit because it's his girl, I guess. Other than that, I don't really feel like I ever get bullied.
You should report him.
I always take it as sarcasm.
All right, interesting. All right. Anyways, Prime, you were gonna say something.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. And maybe you guys just covered it. But the difference between teasing and bullying, oftentimes it's just the source, right? If I know that Minnie is cool with me and Gunnar happens to hate my guts, right? And they say literally the exact same words to me, I might take it differently. And
what word?
Their intentions might be different. Yeah, right. So and it's from the receiver of those words, you're just guessing at their intention, right? But your friend could actually be bullying you, right? Maybe your friend, for whatever reason, is not fucking with you on this day, right? And they want to hurt your feelings. Maybe Gunnar, who maybe doesn't like me, wants to say, "Hey, I'm just gonna uplift you. I'm gonna give you a little compliment, right?" But it comes in the form of a tease. So yeah.
Like part of it also depends on like people's personalities. Like I feel like there's certain people on like the platform, for example, who just have like we could call it like a troll personality or like a sarcastic personality. Like I don't think their intention is ever to bully. Like I feel like that's just who they are, and they're always being sarcastic.
Do you feel like there's any of those people in this call right now?
I mean, I would honestly I could consider myself that way. I'll always like fuck with people, like never like actually bullying. Like I would tell you straight to your face if I don't like you. Like Don B, I fucking hate you, but like
I hate you too, Tom.
Going back to the question.
See, that's a great point.
Between teasing, bullying, and roasting. Is that correct?
Sarcasm, right?
I think
teasing, bullying, and sarcasm. In what place, if any, does it have in the world today?
Teasing is typically done amongst your friends. You tease your friends typically in a flirtatious way. When you roast someone, you are putting yourself up to also be attacked.
Flirtatious.
Hold on. And when you roast someone, you're putting yourself up to be attacked back. When you bully someone, your intent is to tear them down or make them change.
I didn't realize Gunnar had been flirting with me this whole time.
Did you change your mind about bullying?
How do you not know that?
No, I think
Gunnar is very gay.
I
mean, look at how he does this.
I think the intent is what determines what classification it is.
The intent doesn't matter. Your logic is just fucked there.
I think that bullying.
Want to elaborate on why my logic is fucked?
Isha's turn to talk, so I'll do it later.
I think Tiggy's getting bullied. I think Tiggy's an example of somebody who's getting bullied.
Okay, but there's some people who deserve it. Like
no, he needs to. Tiggy takes himself way too seriously. You can tell by how he has not stopped flexing this whole time, and he keeps rubbing his chin like he's actually intelligent. He needs to get bullied because that's how we correct shitty behavior.
Which is what I said. I said
See, I bullied him into a better behavior. Now look at him. He's coming into his own. He's getting more comfortable. That's the positive effect of bullying. I bullied all my friends. My dad bullied me. I will bully my son. It'll make him stronger.
So and then sorry to hear that, Gunnar.
Like I said, bring bully back. Bring bullying back.
Everything makes sense hearing that about your
I'm muting up. We're going to Isha.
What Isha?
Bro, they're saying what I said. Bring bullying back.
Physically picking on people who are not
and look, I said Tiggy needed to be bullied, and you know what? He's getting bullied.
People should fight. No, people should fight. I think that is another thing. Children should fight more often.
Mini, you good, bro?
If you're gonna
I'm fantastic.
You bring up an interesting question that I would like to ask as a follow-up question. All right, should physical fights? I mean, obviously nowadays you get into a bar fight. You know, there's legal consequences. Should we allow brawls?
Yes.
Should we allow physical confrontations between people if
everybody should fight?
As long
as a lot of people should fight.
I think someone like me needs to get my ass kicked, but the thing is, it's never happened, so I continue to be the way I am.
True. Exactly.
W point.
Because nobody's ever going to be able to
bullying is fun. I understand. All bullying, in my opinion, is teasing until it like starts to become like you're just beating the shit out of the handicapped kid on the bus.
No, I think the line that bullying needs to be drawn at is when you bully someone for something they cannot change about themselves. Like bullying should only be done about something that can be changed.
Nah, I disagree.
I think it's a good point.
I disagree.
I think
go ahead, Prime.
So, people are talking about like bullying as a way to change people's behavior. It reminds me of a story from a few years ago on social media where there was a woman from the Westboro Baptist Church, if you remember them. They were like a horrible group that would say like gays should die and all that, like go around and harassing people. And then people were like bullying her on social media, and that never helped. That never actually did anything but like reinforce her beliefs. But when people actually like sat down and talked to her, like, hey, this is why like this might not be a good thing to do, it actually had a great effect on her. She ended up leaving her family. So.
They should have beat the shit out of her.
We're not saying bullying is the best way to
reinforcement
change
works better
someone.
than violence every time. This is
No, it doesn't.
Who went up to her with a double-sided dildo and whacked her across the face? She would have changed her tune a lot quicker.
Yeah, and even if, in regards to the throwing hands, if you have someone, just say at a bar, for example, a lot of bar fights happen, and someone is acting inappropriately to people, whether it's women or other men, they should get the shit beat out of them by either the bouncer or another guy at the bar. I think violence is 100% the resolution.
So
sometimes.
bullying is different from violence, right?
No, but
Yes.
Datum brought up
No.
Datum brought up violence.
No, it is.
Bullying is a soft-core form of violence. Bullying is a prelude to violence. If somebody
verbal
fucks around
violence.
and is that annoying that they need to get bullied, but they don't stop the behavior, violence inevitably comes in. It's the natural.
Usually, the kid who gets bullied is the one who
Violence
goes.
is a quick temporary fix to a solution that
I
doesn't
want to go
always
back
last.
to what
The
Malik
same
said
dude you beat the
about-
shit out of at a bar is gonna show up at a different bar and just keep doing the same shit, even if he gets beat up. He's never
No,
gonna stop.
that's a lie. That's a
Fix the
lie.
problem.
Joey,
shit.
He's gonna go to
Hold
a
on.
different bar and
What's
do
your
that
solution?
shit.
What's your
Joey
solution?
Joey
You wanna
Diaz.
sit down
Hold
and
on.
have a nice talk?
There's
You
no
want to have a nice
solution to
talk
fixing the
about his
guy at the
money
bar.
issues that he's
Hold
coming to the
on.
bar with? Listen,
I mean, if he goes to a
lessons
therapist and
best
fixes
taught
the
with
problem,
fists
man.
in life.
But
Hey,
beating the shit out of him isn't gonna change shit. He's just
Listen,
gonna
I
go to the
understand.
bar.
Joey-
He's
He's gonna go
Listen,
to a different
Listen,
people.
I
He's
understand
gonna
that you
throw hands at other people.
You
Joey-
probably
He's just
got
also
laid
gonna
with
get
this whole
violent.
like feng
You bully a
shui
kid enough
behavioral
times, he's eventually
attitude.
gonna show
Oh,
up
I
with
get it.
weapon,
I get
too.
it. You want
That's how it
girls that are in
happens.
therapy, so you pretend you're a therapist. We get
Listen.
it. I see it from a mile away. But you don't have to lie
At least
to
they get
us.
girls.
You're like a mini
At
Datum.
least I get girls. Yeah, I'm sure you do, buddy. Fucking dork.
Yeah, they're 16 and on
You-
TikTok.
Yeah, how old are they?
Whoa.
Listen.
All right, hey.
Listen, Joey Diaz has a great bar story, okay? He called a gay guy the F word, and the gay guy beat the living shit out of him, all right? Yeah, Joey Diaz. The comedian, all right? The gay guy, the gay guy beat him the fuck up, okay? And he never called the gay guy that ever again, because he realized, oh shit, some of these gay motherfuckers can scrap, all right? So
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
I
The
think
same
violence
Joey Diaz
does.
that lies every podcast
My
about some
personal
story.
Yes. So violence does fix shit.
Diaz is a bitch.
And then everybody clapped.
How
Right,
could
Joey
he
Diaz?
fucked me in the
ass, Joe Rogan.
I'm gonna let's everybody else let's go to Ice-T, man. I want to hear it from you again.
So no, I was trying to say certain thing when somebody was saying something, but I feel like when you use the word violence is when it sounds bad. But I feel like sometimes some physical altercation or something needs to be taken, place, because there's always that one person, that's, like I said, I don't know if it's bullying or just being mad, annoying and stuff like that. And they're doing stuff because they feel that nothing will ever happen to them. You know what I mean? So you look at that person, you're like, yo, I swear if that dude just took one punch to the face and seen like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like this could get real bad, they might not act a certain way. So sometimes some physical, altercation needs to take place because some people just don't know when to fucking stop. So it may
Well,
not
it's
be
interesting
good
because
or
you
needed,
can
but-
argue. One of the things I argue that's kind of similar to your point. Once again, I'm trying not to get involved, but
Mhm.
we look at it, we think about it as humans. But when we look at the animal kingdom, they use physical reinforcement all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
So
Humans are animals.
That's who's
We're
like the,
not
like the
animals.
leader
We're
of the
better than
pack.
animals.
Malik.
We have society and guns.
I'm an animal. It's called a horse.
I go
you're an
Halo.
animal.
Wait,
All
so
right.
are you
Speaking of
saying
horse,
we're
let's
not
go
animals?
Final
after Mr.
thoughts.
Hand
We'll go ahead and
after
end
this.
this round a little premature. Any final thoughts to conclude?
Ooh.
Malik's opinion on bullying was pretty bad. Because bullying is just objectively a bad thing. That's why it's called bullying. If it's teasing, it's teasing. Bullying somebody based on their beliefs, it doesn't matter if you think people on VR
I never
chat.
brought into
But
bullying.
no, Tiki, I actually have a genuine question for you, bro. Do you think it's okay then to bully a bully?
I mean, what's that gonna accomplish? He's just gonna.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying, like, I think it's a
Usually
fair
the reason
point.
people are bullies is because they get bullied. So if you bully a bully, he's just gonna go bully other people to feel better about himself.
Oh,
because he
okay.
sees that it works for the other person. But what I'm saying though is like if you think that just because someone is a furry on VR chat that they should be bullied, that same person might think you should be bullied. So
I
like
didn't
your
say if someone's a
reasoning.
furry. I said if someone spends their life watching.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't
furries
matter.
fuck
What I'm
on
saying
VR
though is
chat.
conceptually, your logic here is that because you disagree with something, they deserve to be bullied, which is justified.
Yes, I think as a
But that
society,
logic
it is
applies
bad for our
differently for each
people
person.
to spend most of their
That's
day
your
doing
opinion.
that. That is
You
my
might be
opinion.
right. You might be
And I
right,
would-
but that is an
it sounds like-
opinion.
it sounds
But
very
your
close to
logic is
home.
shit.
I
It's
saw
a
a news
terrible
article
logic as to
one
why
time where
bullying is.
It sounds like you're gonna cry. Are you okay?
I think
you can bully
identified
people.
as a
Logic
deer.
one more time.
There was a news article where a guy identified as a deer and somebody shot him and he did get tried for manslaughter.
What the fuck?
That was from the Babylon Bee. I don't know what you're talking
Don't
about.
bully people. It's
Sir Tom thinks
objectively
that
No,
that's where he
I
gets
think
his
you
news.
can bully people. I think bullying is okay as long as you don't bully people for things they can't change about themselves. That's fucked up at that point.
my final
You
thought.
can tease them, but
But
don't
that's
bully them.
wrong
By the way.
because Giga
Go ahead, final thought, go ahead.
Make fun of them.
Okay,
even,
I
but
think
don't bully
that-
them. Don't
He's
use
your
that
boy.
word.
He's
if
your
you're
boy, he's your
bullying
boy.
with the intention, if you're bullying with the intention of making people laugh, it's okay. But if you're bullying a guy just to be a dickhead, then that's not right. Like if that's wrong in my opinion.
Bro,
Like,
Tom was
if you're
still
just joking
the
around
first thing
and
Tom
making a
said
group
was
of people
still
laugh,
just the
that's
whole
cool.
round.
But like, don't just be a dick.
If the
No.
comedic value is high, it's okay
Yes.
to bully.
If the comedic
Yes.
value is high, 100%, as long
For
as
the
the
bit.
person is mentally
Mm.
stable enough to take the roast.
So
Yeah,
basically,
no, no.
usually that
You don't
person
know.
will
Whoa,
start
whoa,
out
That's
whoa,
the
whoa!
problem.
We gotta rely on people's mental stability to roast them and bully them. What are you talking
All right,
about?
we
It's
can't
more
bully
fun.
women.
I,
that
look,
person
look,
asks
Gunnar,
for it.
Gunnar,
The
Yeah.
hinge
for
the
it to be
person
okay,
is, the
for
more
it to be
fun it is to
very
bully them.
okay.
the main point of the topic is women tease, douchebags bully, and funny guys are sarcastic.
He had to bring
there-
that back.
there's
He had
the
to bring
second
that back.
time.
He had to make sure he brought that back.
We should have
No.
just stopped the round there.
I forget
Hey,
that.
hey, he remembered.
End the round
Like if
on
I'm
that.
gay, you can't make fun of me. For
End this
Maybe-
fucking round.
Maybe it'll hurt. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help Sir Tom in the end there by ending on that. All right, so ending the round, Magnum Logan. Who do you think won that one?
Okay, so I have to be unbiased. I'm trying to be unbiased. I want to be true to the show. Malik said some very base things I agreed with. I have to give her the save, sadly. And then everyone else pretty much said the same
Damn,
shit. They're all
Tom.
basically- This round, they're basically all agreeing. Okay, I don't even know why there was arguing. They're basically all
Not really.
agreeing.
Not really,
I'm
not at all.
going to Mini Domby, and I'm getting a business call. 1 second.
Well, I need your second answer.
Who's that? Your boyfriend?
So how is it
Malik.
unbiased if you're saying you agree with
And
your
me.
opinions? That's the opposite of
No,
unbiased.
Logan hates me. That's why he's
Tiggy,
being
I
biased.
just gotta ask,
All right.
what's with like the bitchy crybaby attitude? You just
Logan,
sound on the
Logan,
verge
Logan,
of
Logan.
tears.
Who's your
You've been
second person,
whining
Logan?
about
Shut up.
liberals the whole.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Malik and Mini.
Malik and Minnie are saved. Malik and Minnie Don't Be are saved. Starting the poll now. Let's do it. All right, twitch.tv/GigaDatum to cast your vote.
Guys, go vote for Tom. Tom had a great point. Go vote for Tom. Everybody go vote for Tom.
Not Kick. Remember, King
Everybody
Tom,
go vote for Tom.
1 for Prime.
Go
2
vote for Tom, bro.
For Ice or Tom. 3 for Ice T Maro. 4 for King 5 Gunnar Gooch. 6 Issue Boy. Vote for who you want to keep on the show, not Kick. Remember, you are voting.
listen,
for
Tiggy,
who you want
stop.
to keep on the show.
Which one is
not
Tom? I don't know.
Kick. 3 minutes is on the timer. It begins now. We are moving on.
Two.
After this will be
Two.
round 4.
Two.
Round 4. Getting there. We're going to do 2 eliminations
for
this
2.
round. You have 2 votes. You get to cast a vote.
Isha
for
also-
2 different
bro.
people. Remember, guys, saying 222 is not going to cast a vote. A
I'm not
single
gonna lie,
number
it's
is the
between
line you
Guna,
fucking enter. It's really not that
Tom,
big.
Why the fuck
Isha,
are you
Line.
two as an
and
example,
I.
huh? Who's the best number in the chat right now?
Yeah, totally, totally. Oh, man. Bunch of monkeys. Bunch
That's
of...
offensive.
Whoa,
That's
Datum.
offensive, Datum.
I am a monkey.
offensive.
I am a monkey. Yes.
I'm a monkey too.
I'm a gorilla, like Datum. My brother.
Look at that. That's a monkey right there. Look at that. That's an actual monkey. What the
I did a
fuck was that?
backflip on his ceiling.
If anybody's a monkey, it's me. I was a literal performer for fucking 10 years.
I'm a 5'7", 160-pound thug.
Hey, well, you know what? It's no surprise you're hanging out with somebody like Little fucking Gummy Bear.
Wait, is Little G Mommy under the desk right now?
Oh yeah.
Where did he go?
Why do you think he's so relaxed?
Whoa, yo.
Look at Tommy's laughing. Look at him. Oh, it's Monica Lewinsky.
No, knock it off.
Mommy, stop. He's gonna come.
Monica, stop.
Why do you think he had tape over his eyes before? He was trying to hide his vinegar strokes.
Bro.
All right, 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the timer before we move on to round 5. Round 5. We only have 1 or 2 rounds left. After we'll have 2 more rounds. So getting down to the last 2 rounds.
Of course it worked, bro. He deserves it.
Rounds before we
We've
can
seen the tongue action, by the
continue.
way.
What?
With G Mommy, we've seen the tongue action before.
Tongue action, yes, we know. Sure, maybe
Bro.
you know. I don't actually know what the fuck. you're
Honestly,
talking about.
Ice
Go ahead.
hasn't said anything, bro.
All right, 50
Or
seconds
at
left
least
on
not
the timer,
something
guys.
I remember.
50/geekdatum. Go
You know?
make your vote. Make your
Oh.
vote.
And
Whether
him,
you agree
Tiggy,
with that.
and Tiggy just kind of didn't say anything.
All right.
That
Keep on
Gunnar
the
Gooch
show.
guy's pretty
No,
I
base.
see a lot of people typing wrong.
Bro, don't call him
Do
FC
you have any
Spot.
symbols
Yes,
before or
sir.
after the
They're
number?
trolling. They're trolling. They're just yeah.
Bro,
Well,
come
Two
on.
exclamation mark. 2 period. As if that's gonna make a difference. 2.
Yeah. Two period doesn't
Gunnar, did
count
you
as
just
a
Datum,
correct yourself? You
When
fucking
they say a
loser.
certain
It's
pilot,
it's all
is
Tom's
it
viewers doing it wrong.
Don't hate the
is
player,
it
gamer.
teasing or is it bullying, Datum?
If they say what?
Isha.
A
I have to
certain
lead by
pilot.
example. By example.
Well,
Is it bullying or is it teasing?
3, so I need your save.
I didn't even hear what you said because these fucks are talking again.
Nothing, bro.
Like Datum, speak.
Don't worry about it,
All right.
Datum.
Don't worry about it, Datum. Thanks, buddy. All right. Poll is concluded. Oh my god. King Tiggy wins.
He pretended not to know.
No, he doesn't. Just kidding. Gunnar Gooch wins the round.
That's bullying. That's bullying.
That was
was
teasing.
teasing.
W
The
bullying.
point of the argument was
Alright,
teasing.
W bullying.
Because Datum didn't
Fine,
mean shit by it.
No, he's fuming right now. Tiggy, don't take yourself so seriously, and we wouldn't bully you like this.
29 votes.
Yo,
King
Gooch,
Tiggy,
congrats, bro.
King Tiggy, you get 2.
We
No, you
take
got
those.
4. Sorry, you got 4 votes. You got 4 votes.
Not bad. I probably.
We all start somewhere. So the
It is what
bottom
it is.
3 are King Tiggy, Isha Boy. Isha Boy, what the fuck are you doing?
What am I doing?
Why are you in the bottom 3? You're the reigning.
I
You're the
don't know,
defending
dude.
champion.
I fell off. I stopped streaming.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Isha Boy, King Tiggy, and Prime
Wow.
are in
I'm
the
so weird.
bottom 3. Gunnar Gooch already got to vote. So now it's going to go to I Sir Tom, who is surprisingly in second fucking place somehow.
Wow.
I Sir Tom, you were
My
going
man, if Ice-T wins this, it's... I'm never coming back, bro.
You get to
He
decide
hasn't
who
said
will
anything on the
stay,
show,
the others who are
man.
going home.
He
Your
needs to
choice.
speak. He needs
Out
to
of
come to
who-
the shows and speak.
I'm
Yeah,
fucking telling you. Shut the fuck up.
Let him speak.
Everybody else has spoken. Tiggy had a good round. This round, Tiggy had a good round.
We already know. We know Tom's
King
answer.
Tiggy
We do.
or Isha Boy. Who are you going to save?
Let's see if Ice-T can have a good round next.
All hail Isha Boy. All hail Isha Boy.
Isha Boy.
Oh,
Isha Boy
hey,
is
Isha
being
Boy.
saved. All right, Tiggy, my
Get
man,
these
go ahead and shout
goddamn
yourself out.
liberals out of here.
Go ahead and shout yourself out.
It was
Tiggy.
awful being here. You guys are all red-pilled incels, and I didn't really like you. But
These
I'm
guys aren't
King
red-pilled.
Tiggy on Twitch. I play League of Legends, and I work out. I wear the black tank
It
top before
literally all
Datum
makes
did.
sense
Just
now.
saying. But yeah, see you guys later, I guess.
Goodbye,
listen,
Queen.
Tom,
Goodbye,
Tom,
Queen
Tom.
Tiggy.
If that was true, it looks far better on me
I don't
anyways.
even think we're red pill here. Maybe Giga. That's it.
I'm a
Whoa, whoa,
centrist.
whoa.
I'm a literal centrist. I've taken the political test like
Oh, it's not-
multiple
it's not
times.
conservative.
David was a
Exactly.
big pussy when it comes to his opinions. If I was that jacked, holy shit, I'd be
All
dangerous.
right. Prime, I really want you to win one of these damn things because you do have some great takes. But thanks, as always, for being on here. Hope you had a good time, my man. So,
Thanks so
go ahead
much.
and shout yourself
Prime.
out.
Yeah,
Prime, you did good.
I like
Thanks so
Prime,
much.
though.
Me too.
Everybody actually likes
I'm
Prime.
just
He's
kidding,
a good
Prime.
guy.
You're cool, bro. You're cool, bro.
That's
No,
the thing about
Prime.
Prime is even if you disagree with him, you can just tell he's a genuine guy. Like
Yeah,
Gunnar,
he-
as much of a douche as he pretends to be, is a good guy.
No, he goes toe to toe. I respect that about
Yeah.
Prime. It's going to be really
Yeah.
annoying just bullying Malik for the rest of this show now.
I was gonna say.
All right.
So, thanks so much, Giga. It was actually a really good time. Thank you for inviting me once again. Twitch.tv/PrimeKai, PrimeCaYes. We do panels like this. It's a lot of fun. Come find me there. And it was really nice seeing all you guys again, including Gunnar.
nice
Mini
to meet
Dom
you, bro.
D, miss you. Yeah, like all you
Nice
guys.
to meet
Thank
you,
you.
Say
Take
my
care of
name.
yourself, Prime.
Magnum
Oh,
Logan.
See you
was it
soon.
your name Logan or something?
Magnum Logan.
Magnum Logan, excuse me. Right.
See you
It's nice,
soon.
all of you. Yep. See ya.
All right, man. Thanks as
Goodbye.
always. Appreciate you.
Magnum Logan for the condoms
I
that
do,
would cover
I do
his
love having
entire
that guy
body.
on the show. I do love having that guy on the show.
Isha, you're 150, buddy. Be careful.
Yeah, he's good. He has
All
good.
right.
It's
He has
good
good
to have
points.
polar
5'1".
opposites.
I'm
Yeah.
No, he has good points. I like him.
He has good points too, and he's good. He's well articulated, and he was knowledgeable,
He
and he
speaks really
does
well.
good.
He
to-
speaks.
yeah. And he's
Some
not
people
afraid to
don't
voice
speak.
his opinion,
Even
He
though they
needs to
suck.
speak a little bit quicker,
even
but
even,
he does
even
speak.
if you disagree with him. Yes, Gunnar. All
Tom
right,
speaks
so
very quickly. What do you mean?
next question. I mean, you know, if you guys want slower speaking individuals, I can always get
please
Wake
don't.
Wake Beast back on here.
Please don't.
Oh, he was good.
Astro talked a little slow and Prime talked a little slow.
I was trying to run back. Yeah, it was nice having Prime on the show. I like people who don't really know what they're talking about, but still like.
Well, that's most of Twitch. So,
anyways,
all right, moving on. Next question. Next question. When Gunnar Gooch unfucking mutes himself, so he can actually listen to the question, so I don't have to repeat myself.
Wow, Prime is gone and he's
Gunnar
still
Gooch.
back.
What a
That's
fuck.
crazy.
Take him.
Gunnar Gooch. All right, you know what? Fuck him. All right. Nobody tell him.
He said he was gonna bully me anyway.
Nobody tell him what the question is. All right, so question number 5. Question number 4. One could argue the last few questions have been primarily about free speech. Given the recent backlash against Twitter, Ye, Balenciaga, and more, it almost feels as if a lot of people are against free speech. Do you feel that way?
100%.
We'll go ahead and start with Sir Tom.
Fuck you.
Do I think what is free speech and hate speech? What was the question?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can we start with me? He didn't even listen.
All right. Yes.
Well, let me hear the question.
Do you feel so? People are, there's a lot of backlash against Twitter, Balenciaga, yada yada. You could argue, or it almost feels as if a lot of people are against free speech because they disagree with what these people are doing or saying. Do you feel that way?
Yeah. So this is my thing. I think. So actually, this is a great question. I have a great answer. I hope you guys are all ready for it. So all the blue pillars are upset about Elon taking control of Twitter. We understand that. Elon got control of Twitter. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he banned Ye, right? He bans Ye. And now the red pills are upset. And so now both people are upset. And Elon even tweeted, he said it's a good thing that the far left and the far right are both mad because that means he's doing something right. And maybe I was like, well, he shouldn't ban Ye, but like whatever. Like maybe that's my personal opinion. I have to look at it in a bigger perspective and say, at least Elon's doing the right thing. And one thing that a lot of liberals don't understand is that Elon has been a liberal his whole life, and he's only recently started to sway towards the red.
All right. Thank you for throwing that last bit in there. That was entirely relevant to the conversation. Appreciate you.
It had nothing to do with it was in my head.
Let's switch to Ice, my man.
So I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, when you're on something like Twitter and stuff like that, obviously there's, means of TOS and stuff like that. But if you're just banning somebody just because you want to just, have a power trip and stuff like that, that's completely fucked up. You know what I mean? And Kanye should be able to say what he wants as long as it's not, or as long as it's within the means and stuff like that. So I feel like, people are being really sensitive nowadays because back in the day, there was a lot of free speech and we had fucking rallies and, marches and all kinds of things like that. And nowadays, if it's not going to exactly what they want to hear, you know what I mean? Or like what the red pill people want to hear and shit like that, then they might try to silence it. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening. There's a lot of silencing going on and it is fucked up because there's definitely, should be more freedom of speech.
All right.
That's ironic, by the way. That guy just banned me yesterday, by the way. That's very ironic.
And that goes expensive and can't take teasing.
That was crazy.
Wait.
That's
look.
actually kind of funny.
When was the last time you checked? You got banned before the stream, unbanned before the stream even started.
Oh man.
You don't know how to take a joke.
All right.
You were saying something. You were banned and you were saying something towards somebody's mom and I gave her the power to ban you.
Ice Chapo, I actually saw an Instagram video of a bunch of Filipino guys suck testing those vapes that you have. I saw that today, so just be careful, man. Make sure to wipe those off. I swear to you, I'll send you the video. I can prove it.
Suck testing?
What? They're literally suck testing it in the factory.
You really know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what was the question?
Wow.
You were deafened, so you didn't hear the question, Goose.
No, it's free speech.
All right, issue boy, go ahead, buddy.
Your mic is fucked.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Isha.
Isha, plug.
Yeah, plug the other end in the computer.
Like a man, Isha.
I like quality.
It's like you're a million miles away, bro.
Damn, you got rid of the wig and it like fucked your mic too, bro.
I know, right?
Fix that shit.
This fucking
All right,
guy.
Minnie, go ahead.
I think free speech is... Listen, I think free speech is very important. You gotta realize, okay, that what Ye is saying is a thing that a lot of people are thinking. Okay, and you may be able to suppress the speech, but you will never suppress the thought. The only way you can fight against the thought is it becomes speech and you counter it. Okay, because you will never be able to fight people in their thoughts. That's why I will always defend free speech. Right? It's better for it to be in the light of day than in the darkness of night. Basically.
I'm gonna do the mini.
That's my take.
So,
all right, Isha.
4.7.
What do I think? What do I think about all this nonsense? I think that on the left and on the right, they're trying to censor freedom of speech. If liberals want to teach little kids about tranny penises all day, they should be allowed to do it in theory. But the crazy right wing Republicans are so unbelievably against it, and it's sickening. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Just because you disagree with it does not mean that it shouldn't be said. So I think that yes, there is a threat to freedom of speech, and it doesn't just come from the left. The left is the loudest because they're just all loud people. But there is a terror attack on freedom of speech that is currently going on right now.
So this is why this question comes. Actually, Isha did a great job. So you tied in the fact that this question comes deliberately after the last few. Okay, because again, if you were arguing against the actions of before, then you almost have to answer this question to be,
yeah, you're gonna be consistent.
Because otherwise, you're gonna be a hypocrite. So,
I think
with that said, you got to keep that in mind.
I think to piggyback off of what Isha said, a lot of right-wing people disagree and express their opinion how they don't think. The example of the genitals being taught by leftists that many right-wing people disagree with, they can state their opinions, and that's okay. That's freedom of speech. I don't think they should be silenced for a fucking opinion.
Wait. Malik, what are you trying to say about that? Because I think
okay, my point is,
right wing, like, I'm very right wing, but I'm also logical. So, like, I'm very okay with understanding.
No, I worded that like shit. What I was trying to say is that Datum's question was, are people mad that freedom of speech is okay?
So you're trying to say freedom.
What?
You're trying to.
Malik, I feel like I had an aneurysm.
Wait, hold on. You're trying to say.
I think I had an aneurysm.
And this is where Malik starts to lose it.
He's malfunctioning.
Second grade is freedom of speech.
No, hold on.
Corruption of the youth.
So
I think it's corruption of the youth.
My brain is at that point where it's kind of fried, so I'm trying to articulate my words right now. I think people on both sides do get upset that people exercise their freedom of speech right. I think you should be able to, but there's lines you don't cross.
What are those lines?
You can't yell. You can't yell
fire
something inciting a crime or violence in a public space, or post about it on social media. You cannot attack a group of people and incite violence on any group of people. You cannot say fucked up things about children. You can't make campaigns about children holding teddy bears in bondage. I think there's lines to freedom of speech that people need to.
But you can say fucked up things about children.
I really do disagree.
Do I still sound like a Mickey Mouse?
No,
you're
good.
You sound okay.
My opinion on free speech is that it is a tool, much like every other thing, and I don't believe in playing games with my ideological enemies. I think that's a great way to get crushed in the world. I believe in total and absolute domination, and I will use my free speech to conquer theirs. And if push comes to shove, I will actually use the ability of taking away free speech from my enemies so that they may not spread the word of their drivel.
Yeah, like a fascist.
I'm completely for winning and controlling the narrative when it benefits me and my goals.
All right. Wow. Thank you, Gunnar. Appreciate you. President Gunnar, guys, 2031.
God Emperor.
It's like, yeah, that's me.
All right. Go ahead, Sir Tom.
Oh, I didn't really have anything to say at that point, but like, I mean, obviously, like, it's no secret. Like, me and Gunnar are very, like, on the same side of politics. But, like, I do.
Buddy.
No, he's a fascist. He's a fascist. Gunnar's a fascist.
We're not?
What?
Yes, that's what a fascist is, bro. You silence your enemies.
No. I'm a winner. I don't believe in these political labels.
Did you see Aiden Ross trying to read the definition of the word fascist yesterday? That guy's a fucking idiot.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's...
No, but what I'm trying to say is, look, like, I understand, like, every Republican wants freedom of speech because the liberals control social media. They control everything where we're supposed to be having our freedom of speech. But I'm not one to say that liberals shouldn't have freedom of speech. I feel like they should have it just as much as we should have it, but they use it wrongly, is what I think. Like, they're trying to use freedom of speech to what we were talking about earlier, teach kids about genders in second grade when I don't even know what a penis is. Like, that shit shouldn't be done until they shouldn't be using that kind of freedom of speech until X, Y, and Z, until this age. Like, I feel like there are, like, I understand what Malik was trying to say, where there might be like boundaries, but you can't really put boundaries on freedom of speech. You just gotta common sense, bro. You just gotta have common sense.
No, in regards to social media, like a lot of companies got upset at Elon Musk for saying like comedy is allowed on Twitter again and for unbanning a lot of people. And Apple, I believe, even threatened to take Twitter off the App Store because
Not for that.
We'll talk
no,
about
because Elon was
You should be able
implying
to
that
say
he was going to expose, I believe, contents of a certain person's computer. And
Yeah, Hunter Biden.
Oh,
yeah,
Hunter
and
Biden.
Apple
As it should be released.
threatened to take Twitter off the App Store for Elon potentially going to leak that information. And I think that's
Elon will just
where
buy Apple. It's not that big of a deal.
no, but I think that's where the line is that it's not okay to censor that type of freedom of speech. Anyone's allowed to.
Listen, even though
social media is a thing, you should be able to say whatever you want, whether it's negative, whether
I think you can say negative. I think there's
even
lines.
if it's racist, even if it's sexist, even if it's anything, you should be able to say what you want because at the end of the day, that's you.
No,
No
I
one
don't
should be
think
able
you
to-
should.
And at the end of the day,
Listen,
if you don't like something like that, it's social media. There's a thing called a block button.
A block button,
You
literally.
don't like
Are you
something,
saying that there's
block
no
it. I don't want to do it.
limitations whatsoever for freedom of speech, Sir Tom?
Are you a free speech absolutist?
Yeah, basically, bro. It depends, like,
I
although it
disagree with
depends how
that.
you look at. I mean, okay, so like, I had to like, we had to. I went to a military high school. We had to study freedom of speech. Like, I feel like I understand it maybe better than some people, but like the idea of freedom of speech, you should be literally able to say whatever you want.
Yes.
It's like that, and that goes back to
what if you're privy to top secret information? Can I just release that on Twitter?
Well, that's a crime.
Like,
you could do it, but you should
yeah.
you go to jail for the crime.
Yeah, well,
Like,
so
that's
is
a
hate crime, which could
You
argue
absolutely
one could argue
have
that's
is
in
the
the
freedom of
option.
speech.
Constitution is a crime.
Like,
That's in
like,
the Constitution
can
is
you
a
have
crime.
sex with a woman who says no? Like, yes, but it's also rape. Like,
Huh?
it doesn't exonerate.
Well,
you.
technically, it's not
said.
sex then, right? Well, I don't know.
No, I
Depends.
think there's definitely lines to what you can publicly say. If you make any
don't-
if you
why?
make
Why
any
though? Why
illegal
though? But
if you
why?
make any illegal comment about a child, you should not be allowed to speak on
We're
that.
talking
Listen.
laws or freedom
Whether
of speech, bro.
that's freedom of speech. That's
No.
freedom of speech.
You guys are misconstruing it. There's freedom of speech and there's no freedom of consequences. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but if somebody
There
comes
should
and
be- there
jaw jacks you
100%
for
should
what
be
you say, then that's
consequences.
absolutely par for the
Okay.
course.
You should not be
Listen.
censored. You
100%.
should not be censored for having a disagreeing opinion. But the-
Absolutely not, which is
but
why
when
I
you-
So
agree.
you're saying
People
you should be able to say whatever you want, but you should be able
Listen,
to deal with the consequences.
the
Like
people-
Andy losing his business deals.
I
you
should be
think-
able to put my ideological enemies in jail for saying stupid shit. That's what I believe.
So do you think?
All right,
searching
Minnie, we
these
haven't really heard
stores-
The
from Minnie. We haven't
people,
really heard from Minnie.
listen. I will defend, okay, the weird people who want to sexualize the kids, okay? I will defend the right to speech. I'll tell you why. Because now I know who the pedos are. Now I see you motherfuckers. You're out in the light. You're not hiding in the darkness with Epstein. Now I can see your Twitter profile. I know exactly who the pedos are. The Balenciaga motherfuckers. That's why I defend their freedom of speech, you see? If they never speak, you never know what's in their mind. That's why you must always defend freedom of speech.
My big problem with it is why should somebody else be able to tell me what comes out of my mouth?
Yeah.
Like that's just
So,
kind of like.
I see. Let's go back to you as like a content creator. Do you ever feel like you have to censor yourself?
Of course.
I mean, of course, we all do. I mean, you can't really do what you really want because at all times you're thinking like you have that like split second in the back of your head, like, is this within TOS? You know what I mean? So there's definitely moments where, you know, like at concerts and stuff like that I can't show because there's probably like a girl flashing her tits in the fucking audience and shit like that. You know what I mean? So definitely gotta fucking worry
Hell
about
yeah,
censoring
brother.
yourself at all times.
That's fine. I'm gonna agree.
I mean,
with
there are
you.
worse problems. There are worse problems to have there, Ice-T. Just saying.
We should talk about freeing the nipple. That's the most
Also,
important
monkey.
thing to me.
Free the nipple,
That's
right?
true. That's true.
That's- you know what? That
I
is.
mean, Gunnar, I could do one jumping
not,
jack.
it's
It
not a
depends on the
sexual
state. A
accident.
lot of states
Not yours.
actually. A
Yours
lot of
stay
states
locked
it's
up.
actually legal for women to walk around topless.
That's dope.
See,
I need to
that's what
move
I'm saying.
there.
So
But
I
no,
think
yeah, I
California is one
agree.
of them.
As a content creator, you're 100%. You're 100% kind of censored in what you say. Like, oh, he muted. What a bitch. Hey, undeafen real quick, because there was this one time I was watching one of my favorite streamers, Gunnar Gooch, stream, and he was playing Call of Duty, and in the beginning of Call of Duty, it has like all these things like, oh, you will not say X, Y, and Z. You will not agree. You will not do all this bullshit. Like they're basically censoring what you could say in the chat, and he agreed to all of it. And I thought that was just kind of soft to him. Like it doesn't really.
Has anyone?
it was one of those like
Has anyone on this?
Yeah, but he
the human
muted.
Sorry,
Go
has
ahead,
anyone on this
Isha.
call seen? Has anyone on this call seen A Clockwork Orange?
Yes.
By chance?
Great movie.
Yes.
Great movie. So I'm gonna equate this with that. Okay. So in that movie is a violent criminal, funny guy, charismatic and charming as all hell, but he
was kinda
committed a
cringe.
murder, and the government thought a great idea would be to psycho. It's like they do this like hypnosis basically, and they turn it so he can never commit any violent crimes. He can never commit in any sort of violent activity ever again, and it made him a weaker person. So freedom, like people who think that suppressing people's voices actually is a good thing, they don't understand that taking away their free will or their true intentions or beliefs, my voice is cracked so bad, is a really, really bad thing. It's a bad thing, and it makes people more defenseless than actually builds them up, and which they're trying to do. So,
All right, final thoughts, anybody? That's the end of the round. Anybody want to have one final thing to say? Now's your time.
Listen,
Got something to say.
I'll defend anybody's speech for the reasons that I already said. Okay, if somebody's gonna be racist, I want them to say words so that I know that they're racist. Okay, if they never say certain words, I'll never know. You know.
okay, Mini Dami, give me 5 seconds. So we have.
See? Hey, you should be able to say them, bro, so I can actually tell, right?
I was saying them. I was just beeping them.
I think back to what Gunnar said. I think anyone should be allowed to say
Dick
anything.
ride.
But I also I'm
Blazing.
agreeing with you. I also
Blazing.
think that there should be consequences, including getting banned from a social media platform.
All right, we're going to end on that, guys. We're going to move on to the voting round.
The silence is
Magnum,
astounding.
you get to select one winner this time, Magnum. Magnum, one winner this time who you thought did the best.
One. Oh, one, dude. Give me
Just one.
two, bro.
No,
Come on.
no, we're getting
Dude, give
down.
me
We're getting
two.
down. The next round is actually going to be the final round. So we're going to eliminate 2 people, and we're going to go into 4 for the top round this time.
It's hard because I think about 4 of them had good takes. They were saying a lot. 2 of them, but 4 of them had good takes. So it's kind of hard.
Who were the people?
Definitely Malik and Minnie this time. Sorry about that, guys. The other guy said
My
it's not like
brain
you guys were
lagged
bad.
so hard at the beginning.
It's
of
not like
this
you guys
round.
were bad.
Yeah.
But these guys were just way better.
Thought he
They
was-
were just
thought he
way
was
better than you guys by a lot. But you guys weren't bad, okay? You guys.
I
were
think I think what happened here is that your parents are related. I think that's honestly what happened.
I'm offended. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm not biased here, guys. I'm not biased. I'm just gonna have to give it to Ice-T because he said banning people is cringe, and I agree. I get banned all the time. It's cringe as fuck. Free speech.
Ice-T had a great point this round.
All right. Ice-T
Oh,
wins
wow.
the round. Congratulations. You are
I'm being
free from
unbiased.
elimination. And I am moving
Are you
on
done?
to...
Damn,
Are we done?
that's not how you. No, you said you dumb.
More, okay.
So,
I think that was a good decision,
Twitch.tv/Giga
Magnum. You're
Datum, guys.
very.
Twitch.tv/Giga Datum. Number 1, Icer Tom to vote for Icer Tom. 2 for Gunnar Gooch. 3 Issue Boy. 4 Malik. 5 Mini Don B. Twitch.tv/Giga Datum. Go make your vote of who you want to keep on the show, not kick. Who you want to keep on the show, not kick, guys. Remember, all you have to do is put the number associated with streamer on screen, just the number, that is it, and that will cast your vote when you hit enter. Do not put 22222, just one single 2. I don't know why I have to keep saying that, but hey, it is what it is. So, 3 minutes on timer, go vote now, and we will go into the final fucking round.
Malik, all those hospital fucking bed streams
Listen.
are paying off. Your viewership's taking off right now. What's
I
going
don't
on?
even
I don't even want to shit talk.
My viewership is doing really bad right now. I'm like way below average.
Well,
Listen, I don't even want to shit talk, but ain't no way Ice is making it to the final. He finally spoke, bro. He had his first take of the night. What the fuck?
It's called listening. Just because I don't overspeak on people doesn't mean I'm not,
No, you don't speak. It's not called listening.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the listening podcast?
You don't have to be the one that. No, you don't have to be.
Is this the listening podcast?
Minnie, this isn't the Circa Royale.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
your opinion. Don't mix it up.
Am I wrong?
Just because you say a bunch of shit doesn't mean you're actually saying shit.
Oh, very insightful of you.
That's a fact.
Very insightful of you.
Wait, Datum, can I ask why you
keep getting high?
Counter.
Silence who?
Me.
And what does that say? I'm fucking getting high and
When
you're
did I
not.
silence
You're still
Like I requested to.
Yeah, and you're putting everybody to sleep. You're taking a position that somebody else could have. Hey, listen, Ice-T, you're on a show, dude. You're on a show. Speak, motherfucker. Other people want the opportunity.
If you have something
like
to
I
say,
haven't spoke. I have said something.
I help people like
Don't
you
be mad.
say
You're gonna lose
something,
2
but
times.
It's not my job. I do my best. If you have something to say and you can't get it in,
yes.
No. I deliberately said I would like to answer first, and you said, "Well, actually, we're gonna go to this person first."
Oh yeah, because we
So
probably
I
always one of the
respected you
winners.
as a host.
Yes, because you don't just get to start the fucking round when you want to. It goes to the winner usually.
But you just said if I have something to say, I should say it. So
Just
you
mute her, just mute her.
You just contradicted yourself, Datum.
All right, I'm muting her. I'm muting her. She's kidding.
Jukes, thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you for the sub.
Exactly like Husky.
Thank you for the sub.
Voice.
Dude, it's the reality of things, man. You're on a show. Okay, you're here to speak. You're here to entertain. I don't know why people just get on the show and just sit there, man.
Oh.
Wait,
Who the
what's
fuck is
that? Are you not Big Eyes Chapo?
Yeah, Big Eyes
Big Eyes
Chapo.
Chapo.
Gunnar, does
Why is your
Chapo over
Discord
here
name
sound
just like
like
Big Eyes
Husky or
Chapo?
no?
Because that's what my old PSN used to be.
Got it.
Yeah.
Datum, he's
All right, guys,
fucking
30
Big Eyes
seconds left.
Chapo.
Twitch.tv/GreatGames. Go make your votes. Go make your votes.
Everybody,
So we can see who goes into the final round. Right now in the bottom, Isha Boy and Minnie.
5, motherfuckers,
Those
5.
are my 2 favorite guys here. Please vote for them.
Oh no, I'm out. I'm out by a lot.
5, motherfuckers. Listen, I don't know, man. Gunnar always votes for you every single time.
Coach, what number are you?
2.
2? Damn, I haven't seen any 2s.
I'm gonna get in there and vote, guys. I gotta
see
help
a
you
lot
guys.
of 4s
He's winning
right
for
now.
vote.
5, motherfuckers, 5.
Full now.
Full 5 with the full 5.
No, I didn't get my vote.
Gunnar Gooch wins. Actually, Malik is not too far behind.
That means I'm out.
I don't even know why.
That means I'm out, dude. Guna's done me dirty the past fucking 2 times, dude. I mean, actually, the past 3 times.
That was after that round ended.
So the bottom
Ah.
guys is Isha Boy, I, Sir Tom, and Minnie Donby. So saved from elimination are Gunnar Gooch and Malik in the bottom 3.
Recount, you fucking liberal. What'd you take?
2 of them.
Bro, recount Magnum Logan's brain. This motherfucker's brain dead.
Give my one vote. Give my
You're
one vote.
brain dead. You're stupid. You're a shit judge.
Nope. You guys didn't vote. You didn't vote.
No,
I ended it fair and square. So the winner goes Gunnar Gooch. Who is staying and who is going? You have to choose between Isha Boy, Minnie Donby, and I, Sir Tom.
I won't take it personally.
2 of those people are saying bye, and one of them is staying.
Nothing personal, bro.
Nothing personal.
Nothing
Minnie
personal.
Donby.
Damn,
I,
I
Sir
really.
Tom.
I'm gonna be honest. I am actually just sitting back and studying Tom and his like Barstool Sports sponsored Fox News opinions, and I really respect that. So I'm gonna have to keep Sir Tom around. It's just a fun.
It's always the
case
same
study.
thing.
It's
He's
a
been
fun
doing okay.
case
It's
study.
always the same thing,
No,
Guna.
this is literally me back in high school. This is me back in high school. I just want to see Tom's evolution and see if he can become any more on him.
You're a scared little man, Guna. Every single time you get the chance to kick me, you kick me. And you always say, oh, I really like Minnie. But you know what? I'd like to choose Dunkel because him and Latina are fighting in his love Luna night. Yeah, motherfucker, that's you. That's you. Every single fucking time.
Minnie, I'm gonna be honest. You haven't changed your shirt in 4 days, and I'm sick of looking at it. So
You're right.
2008 called. It wants its shirt back.
Wait, how did you notice? Oh, are you a mini dumpy enjoyer? Oh, that's why you're kicking me out. I see. You're my viewer. You're my viewer.
Amazing.
I enjoy mini Dumby.
Shout yourself out, Minnie.
Amazing choice.
Twitch.tv/mini Dumby, okay? I go on these shows, I have great performances. Hey, listen, like I said, I don't come on here to win, okay? I come here to entertain the people, I come here to perform, and I always do that, okay? You're never gonna catch me sleeping on a show, unlike Tiggy, unlike Tinny, and unlike Ice motherfucking T. If you don't wanna be here, bro, get the fuck off the show. Give somebody else a chance. How dare you? How dare you not say anything and fucking stay? Logan, you're an imbecile. Your parents are related. Get me the fuck out, Datum. Thank you for bringing me on. It's the truth, bro. It's the truth. I only speak the truth. I only speak the fucking truth. I only speak the truth, dude. It's the fucking truth.
Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you.
I speak the truth and nothing but the truth and only the truth, bro. I fucking can't take it, dude. When people go on shows and then they just fucking sit there. How dare you, dude? Other people want a chance. Other people want a chance, man. Give other people a chance. If you don't want to entertain, get the fuck off the show. If you don't want to speak, get the fuck off the show, bro. And this isn't just for Ice-T, it's for every single motherfucker who just sits there. A lot of girls just sit there. If you're just gonna sit there, bro, get the fuck off. Give somebody else a chance. Other motherfuckers are hungry like me to entertain, to say something, to put a smile on people's faces. Don't just fucking sit there like a fat fuck, okay, and fucking do drugs and almost fall asleep. What the fuck is that? The fuck is that? Listen, at least Tiggy had one good fucking round. Tiggy had one good round. Okay, I see. But man, where was the rest? And Teeny? Yo, Teeny, you're cool, but stop going on the shows. Stop. You're being a piece of shit by taking a spot. Stop it. If you go on the show, don't be distracted. Don't go on the show. It's fucked. It's completely fucked. It's stupid. Like, you fuck other people over. Another person could have had that spot. If you just want to stream and you don't know what to do as content, it doesn't matter. Your chat is going to watch you anyways. You're a pretty girl. They don't give a fuck. Like, fuck. Don't take up a spot, man. Don't take up a spot. Other people want to say something. They wouldn't do shit. I fucking hate that shit. It boils my blood. It boils my fucking blood. How many people I see on these fucking shows, okay, and they just... Oh my god, bro, if I wanted to go fucking watch a vegetable, I'll go visit my great-grandfather. Holy fuck. The fuck are you adding? The fuck are you adding? If you're not adding, you're subtracting. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Nah, dude, it pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off. It really does. It fucking triggers the shit out of me. And then those people are the same people that say that they are good people. Hey, listen, if you don't have the energy, don't get on the show. Stop being a greedy fuck. Stop being a narcissistic fuck. Get off the show. Got nothing to add? Fuck off. Alright? Same for the people that go on E-Dates and on other shows. Nothing to add? Get the fuck off, bro. Get the fuck off. Get off. Get off. Holy fuck. Don't waste space. Don't waste people's time. And with that, I'm leaving, motherfuckers. I'm out. I'm not gonna waste your time with this shitty fucking podcast without me. Hell no. Hell no. Go watch whoever the fuck you guys want to watch. Go watch whoever the fuck entertains you. Alright? Listen. Fucking Jukes. Thank you for the, Jukes. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thank you for the sub. Alright, boys. I'll be back. I'll be back very fucking soon. I'll be back tomorrow. I've got to cut a couple of fucking videos, alright? It is what it is, bro. Every time I come on here and I destroy. And, you know, other people, they outlast us, but they do not have a better presence. They do not. They do not. They are not memorable. Nobody remembers them. And this is not an ego thing, okay? If you are one of those people and you are thinking, oh my God, this guy's egotistical. No. Listen to what I'm saying. I am helping you improve. I am helping you become a better fucking entertainer, a better streamer. Say something. Do something. Otherwise, fuck off. And we out, motherfuckers.